The opinions voiced on the Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting, or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Dime does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go with it. We the people. Let's go with it. We
Oh, and welcome. It is The Rhyme. Your host is with Muslims, Miss Dan Hansen. How you doing, Henry?
What's that?
Turn up your volume.
What happened?
Turn up your volume.
Turn up?
Your volume.
Turn up my volume.
No, on your headphones.
My headphones are fine. I can hear.
Okay, so you can hear me then.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
What? Good. You couldn't hear me?
It's buffering quite a bit.
Oh, you got some connection issues, do you?
Let me reboot the internet.
Okay, well then come on back when you
All right.
Yeah, welcome to the program. Hey, it is The Rhyme. Your hostess with Muslims. It's Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, Henry over there is going to reboot. And when he comes back, he'll join us. But big news tonight, of course, Kevin McCarthy is out as Speaker of the House. Like we didn't know that was going to happen. And then, of course, the big question is, who is next? So we're going to take a look at that as well. Yeah, and of course, shenanigans go on. We will play some of that as it's coming up, and try to keep you updated. Like I said, have no idea what and why, or we know why Speaker McCarthy lost the seat. He negotiated riders to this continuing resolution, one that funded more funding for for Ukraine in this. Of course, you can give us a call at 928-278-8903. Yeah, right here. 928-278-8903. Anytime you want. But it's personally, I think this couldn't have happened at a worse time. Right now, they're having hearings in the House for impeachment, an impeachment inquiry. They have multiple other things going on, including trying to come up with some sort of budget. But honestly, I don't think they're interested in a budget. I honestly don't think they're interested in actually impeaching Biden, which is nothing at this point. Is nothing more than political sour grapes. Whether or not he survives the next election or not is yet to be seen. Of course, the shenanigans have already begun. Several states have been sued to remove Trump from any kind of ballot, stating violations of the 14th Amendment, even though he has not been found guilty of any charge. So it's very interesting. And I want to know what you have to say about it at 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. When Henry comes back, we'll talk in detail about it. But former Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, Nasty Pelosi, as some have called her, has been ordered to vacate her Capitol Highway office. And McCarthy chose McHenry as a Speaker pro tem early this year and now has all the powers of the House Speaker. But primarily his job is going to be to help facilitate votes at finding a new speaker. Now, one of the things that I do intend on doing when those votes and stuff start hearing, I intend on going live. It'll be live all day, all night, up until close of business, and until there is a speaker. So we all can participate in the process. Matt Gaetz, of course, had a bunch of different things to say about this today, which were very interesting, to say the least. And it just turned into a bunch of sour grapes. Like I said, I don't think it could happen at a worse time. Seeking Henry's back. Are you back, Henry? Is it working better now?
I am here. I don't know. You tell me.
Well, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me just fine? That's the question.
Who are you? Why are you talking to me?
Okay, we'll see you later.
It seems to be working okay.
Good. All righty. Good deal.
I got to remember that to reboot it before the show.
Yeah, well, sometimes that happens, and sometimes that's helpful. Anyway, talking about Speaker McCarthy being ousted as the Speaker of the House.
Mm-hmm.
And get this, Nasty Pelosi has been told she has to leave her hideaway office.
She has to what?
Leave her office.
Oh,
as in the office she hides in.
Okay.
She still occupies the same office that she did when she was Speaker of the House for all those years.
Oh, that's not cool. No, get the hell
cool.
out.
Yeah, well, yes. And she's lashed out at McHenry. Now, McHenry, who's Speaker pro tem,
correct,
has said this is a ruthless move to evict her from her hideaway office, is a sharp departure from tradition.
Oh, my gosh.
Anyway, the best part about this ruthless move by McHenry is that Pelosi isn't even in Washington, D.C. right now. She is in California attending the late Senator Dianne Feinstein's funeral.
Yeah.
Okay. Sadly, because I'm in California to mourn the loss and pay tribute to my dear friend, Dianne Feinstein. They weren't friends.
No.
I am unable to retrieve my belongings at this time.
Okay, we'll have a moving company move it for you. We're fine.
We'll just set it outside the door.
Yeah, we'll put it by the trash. If you don't have it by Friday, then we'll dispose of it.
Yeah. Well, anyway. But, as I was saying earlier, my gut feeling, my first knee jerk reaction feeling is this vote of no confidence or this order to vacate
Mm-hmm.
has come at probably the worst time
Well, of course it has, and
possible.
so was the ousting of McCarthy too.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you meant the Pelosi thing. Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares about Pelosi? That's just sideshow.
Everything's
giggles.
Why are they doing this now?
That's sideshow giggles. No,
Why
I'm talking
are they doing this? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah,
McCarthy broke his promises.
Yes.
He broke his promises. He turned out to be a rhino.
Yes, we knew that at the beginning.
This is why.
Okay. Well, who do we want in there? Hakeem Jeffries?
Hakeem Jeffries is a Democrat.
I understand that.
And a Democrat is not going to get enough votes. So, just put that one right out of your shallow little mind. Hakeem Jeffries is not going to unless the Democrats are somehow able to take over the majority again.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to even worry about that. That's not even a consideration.
Okay.
Why? You disagree?
I think it's possible.
Elucidate, please.
I think it's possible.
How is it possible?
All we need is those same 8 people that voted to oust him, vote for him to come in.
So
we have a slight lead.
So the 8 people who voted to oust him, by the way, Republicans.
Correct.
I don't believe in my life would they vote for any other Democrat to be in the speaker's position.
Well, let's hope not.
Because you're looking at the firebrands. You're looking at the people who are listening to the American people.
Yeah.
And are pissed off. Are you happy that Ukraine is getting more money now?
No, Ukraine for 45 days is getting nothing.
That's nonsense. They are, because it was authorized with this last spending bill. The one that kept the government from shutting down. This is why people are pissed off. It included money for Ukraine.
The 45-day extension
included money for Ukraine.
It is supposed to be no money for Ukraine.
Included money for Ukraine.
Okay.
It included money for other stupid things.
Of course, for stupid things. We know that.
This is why the Republicans are pissed off.
Yeah, that's why they ousted him.
That's why they ousted him.
Okay,
He broke his promises.
Correct.
He broke his promises. One of the other promises that they managed to get from him before these people would at least vote present or vote for him was single item bill spending measures. In other words, one item, one bill. Okay, so everybody can understand it. It's not $500 million here, $500 million here, $500 million here, and see how large of a port package we could get. Excuse me, my teeth are falling out and I need to glue them in.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I was thinking my internet was going out again.
No,
so
my teeth.
Thank you for explaining that. When I'm going, oh crap.
My teeth were falling out.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay, that's all right.
Every time I do a
now, for what I've been hearing, mind you, I've been listening to it since you told me about it. Is that 15 days was a freeze, or 45 days was a freeze on sending money to Ukraine. Okay, so I heard that wrong from the news media. Well, that don't surprise me. It was ABC News.
There may be a slight delay because of working its way through, but in that was more money for Ukraine. Every time that little Nazi bastard from Ukraine comes in. Oh, yes, I said it out loud. That little Nazi
Right.
bastard from Ukraine who comes in, holds his hand out for money. People like Kevin McCarthy and Nasty Pelosi and the rest of the Unit Party all bow down to lick his asshole and say, how much more money can we give you?
Right.
And
Right.
it's becoming a real issue.
Well, it has been an issue from the beginning.
Yes, it has.
You know,
And yet-
that's where Hunter Biden was working, and that's where
Yes.
the president got a guy fired there, held
Mhm.
back $1 billion.
Yes.
And it's supposed 10% was supposed to go to the big guy. And then all of a sudden, he's pushing for giving him money, more money.
Oh,
more money.
absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going
So to
actually
me, there's
take
something
care of
wrong
it.
with that picture.
Do some gluing.
Big time wrong with that picture.
Yeah. Let's see. What type of glue did you tell me to use? Super?
Yeah, use super glue and drywall screws
And
if it don't
drywall
work.
screws. You know,
Yeah, if it don't work.
Well, unfortunately, the drywall screws will rust.
Okay, well, get some stainless steel screws and just screw them in there.
Yeah, stainless steel rust too, bud.
Okay, get titanium. Okay,
titanium. Yeah, titanium.
right into the roof of your mouth. Don't be careful. Don't go through your sinus.
Okay, there we go. Now I'm not going to. I
Perfect.
don't have to worry about this actually falling out. And I know.
Super glue,
Well, it's
polygrip.
Polygrip. There we go. This is not a commercial for Polygrip, but this tube is almost empty.
Now that's the same thing you use if you have a temporary cap on and it happens to come off.
I have no earthly idea.
Yeah,
I don't have to worry about that.
I've had that
problem
before.
anymore. I don't have that problem anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What the hell's going on?
They're fighting.
Oh,
They're playing.
okay.
Not much I can do about it.
Yeah, you can yell at them. Shut up.
Yeah, if I tell them shut up. Yeah. They said you're on the radio. You ain't getting up.
Hell, there you go.
Yeah, they're giving me the big.
They're giving you the big fuck you.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, they're just playing over there. They come here, Chandra. Come here. Yeah, right. That ain't happening. So, well, Dad, you're talking on that thing. You got those things over your head. You know what? You ain't gonna get us.
Right. Well, you know, 'tis what it is.
Yeah.
There we go. Boy, they changed something in here. Hopefully it won't be. Anyway, here's the end of the vote.
On this vote, the yeas are 216. The nays are 210. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
There you go. And
who cares about Nancy?
And no, Nancy, you can't have it back.
No, Nancy isn't going to get it back. She wouldn't get it back anyway. But you know, it's all ridiculous. It really is. It's all absolutely freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find this Matt Gaetz speech.
So what do you think about Scalise and their?
Who's Scalise?
Scalise, the guy that got shot at the baseball field. They're talking about putting him in there.
Who knows?
The Speaker of the House, and he already said that he wants it. So Steve Scalise, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if it would be worthwhile or not to have them. I'll tell you who I don't want.
Okay.
I don't want Matt Gaetz.
Correct.
I don't want the firebrand green whatever her name is from Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Boebert. There's a bunch of people I don't want in there.
Yeah.
What I would like to do, what I'd like to see is they bring in somebody from the outside, someone who is not a Congress critter.
I would like that too. That would be really good.
It would be a complete slap in the face to the Biden administration and everybody who is persecuting Trump.
Mhm.
Nominate him.
Speaker
Put him in
Speaker of the House has a vote too, right?
No,
Okay.
unless
That's
they're a Congress critter.
Okay. So someone that comes in wouldn't have a vote, but they'd just be Speaker of the House.
Correct.
I got you. Now, if they're within Congress critter like McCarthy was, he still gets a vote?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he still gets
Gotcha.
a vote.
Okay.
He's just leading charge. Now here's Gates
Yep.
when he was making his passionate pleas to oust McCarthy. Listen to him because he makes sense a bit.
And when it comes to how those raise money, I take no lecture on asking patriotic Americans to weigh in and contribute to this fight from those who would grovel and bend knee for the lobbyists and special interests who own our leadership, who have, boo all you want, who have hollowed out this
boo all you want.
Mm.
Thing is, he's saying the words out loud that you're not supposed to say.
Correct.
You're all you motherfuckers are on the take.
Yep. And look at that one. Look at the couple guys in the background, right on each side of them.
Yeah.
Look at them like, oh shit, don't say that.
He's saying the parts you're not supposed to say out loud. Of course, each and every one of them is on the take by special interests.
Yeah, that's right.
And have borrowed against the future of our future generations. I'll be happy to fund my political operation through the work of hardworking Americans, $10 and $20 and $30 at a time. And you all keep showing up at the lobbyist fundraisers and see how that goes for you. I reserve.
Woo! Like I said, he made some. He didn't make friends today. That's for damn sure.
No, and you're not in there to make friends. You're in there to serve the people that voted you in.
Yeah,
the people.
But they've been calling him Mr. Smith Goes to Washington,
and pretty much has.
well, the thing is, I agree with what he had to say.
Yeah,
like I said, I don't agree with the timing. I don't agree with the timing. I think it could have come at a better time. However, we've also got some really important votes coming up.
Yes.
Some really important bills coming up. And we need leadership in there that's actually going to listen to the American people.
And that's what we need.
We don't need another rhino who will make sweetheart deals with the Democrats just to pass fucking legislation.
To get their agenda going and not think about what the people want.
Exactly.
Now, being that said, I just made a bitch grievance to our city manager about what our city council is doing. When I put a proposal up there and we voted on it, I put it up there to leave it to the voters. And 3 council members voted for it. 3 council members voted against it. And the mayor was a tiebreaker. She voted against it.
Against taking something to the voters.
Correct.
What did you decide to send to the voters?
To send to the voters was we're a charter city, and our charter city put $1 a month for us, as you know that, and I put in there to change that.
Change it to what?
To change it to we get
$2 a month.
Till we get paid more than $1. No,
okay.
To have it left up to the voters.
Okay. I understand now. You put something out there to be voted for by the public to see if you guys deserve a raise or not.
Correct.
Okay.
And 3 council members and the mayor voted against it.
Okay. Why?
Because they don't want what the people want. They want what their agenda is.
Exactly. They're afraid of the public.
And I am going to say something at one of these council meetings and bring that subject up. And I'm going to bring it up that we have 3 council members and a mayor that doesn't care what the people think.
Oh, absolutely. Let's go to the phones real quick. The Raw, you are on the air.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening. How you doing, Chuck?
Very well, Miss Rob. How's Henry doing? I hear.
He's doing well now. Now that we got his soul rebooted.
Yeah, and got my
good.
And got my dog settled
So
down.
I thought about going as the Joker this Halloween, and then I thought,
Weird to
you
have
know
him as
what?
president.
I'm going to go as Matt Gates instead. And then Matt Gates should go as the Joker.
Okay.
Because he kind of looks like the Joker. In fact, I think they should put him in, to tell you the truth, the Speaker of the House. I think they should send in Matt. That's my new campaign slogan.
Why would you want Matt Gates as the Speaker?
Well, because I find him bloody entertaining.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I think he's very entertaining for the last couple of weeks when he's been going on the MSNBC talk shows and saying that Kevin McCarthy was pretty much a pathetic man.
Okay, which unfortunately I do agree with.
One of the things MSNBC
and then I guess I left off when I called here, given the delay and everything on the YouTube that I have here. You all were talking about and covering Congressman Gates calling out the people who are on the take and the political,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the thing.
Well, so is Matt Gates.
The thing,
That's how he has to get there. You know, you have to do that.
I understand, but you know, he's saying the things out loud that you're not supposed to say or admit.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say that if you're
used to do that, but it got him nowhere, really. It was Obama. He used to do that.
What's that?
You know? He used to talk about people who were on the take and campaign finance reform. He wasn't so blunt as Congressman Gates was, but he'd talk about that kind of stuff. What's all the rumors that I've been hearing about him being removed from Congress? Matt Gates.
That's not rumors. There are people out there that want him removed because of what some are saying ethics violations. He's still mediating that. I have no fucking clue. It's political wrangling at this point, and it may have caused him to pull the trigger on this vote.
Well, you know, I think it's just I think it's interesting as hell. I haven't paid attention to Congress this closely since, you know, this is really good entertainment, Miss Rob.
You know,
I don't know.
And you know what? I'll tell you what. That right now they're the safest to the American people that they can possibly use because they cannot get a damn thing done until they find a new speaker.
That's right. So we're safe.
Yes.
The American people are safe from stupid legislation until they can get their act together.
45 days. Wait, 43 days now they have remaining. Something like that. 40 days and 40 nights.
That's for funding.
Until we have to have this.
That's for more funding. But the thing is, you know, this is going to be entertaining.
What about Paul Gosar? What about what do you think about him? Like, what do you think about? Well, I don't know. What do you think about him? What do you think about him being as Speaker of the House? His chances probably not there.
Gosar the Destroyer, since he's not since he's in the Senate, not the.
Oh, I thought he. No, I thought he was a.
No, he's not a House.
I thought he was.
He's not a House guy.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was a.
No.
Oh, he's a senator?
Yeah.
Couldn't he retire from the Senate and go there?
Wait a second. No, he's the senators. You have two Democratic senators from Arizona. He's a he's.
Oh, okay, yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah, I suppose. No, I don't want him. I don't want him because I don't like Gosar the Destroyer.
He's your neighbor. How could you say that about your neighbor?
I could give a fuck about him. He wants to mine uranium. He wants to mine uranium on the lip of the Grand Canyon.
How about Kerry Lake?
Well, I don't think he's going to get to do that because his dad, Biden, said no.
Ask Chuck about Kerry Lake.
He said, "I'm going to make this place a national park, and you're not going to do anything about that." So go stick your thumb in your butt, Bozark.
Since the Grand Canyon is already a national park, yeah.
Wherever the hell they are.
All it takes is permission.
I don't know where the hell.
All it takes is permission from the BLM, Bureau of Land Management, and congressional permission to mine on federal lands.
You know what old Biden's going to do? He's going to come down there to Bullhead City and say, "This place is a national park now. You can't do anything.
This place is a national park. You can't do anything."
He did it really close.
You can't cut down the trees without a permit. You can't do any landscaping."
Now Henry wants me to ask you, how about Carrie Lake as Speaker of the House?
I don't know. I think she's too invested in this. Her litigation in Arizona. I don't know.
Well,
that might be interesting.
Either this month or next month. She has no, I think it's the 10th. The 10th of this month, she has an announcement she's going to make. It's probably her announcement that she is going to be running for Senate.
Either that or she's going to be Speaker of the House.
Against who's that?
The astronaut?
No, not the astronaut doesn't come up for vote for a few more years. Kristen Sinema.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not really a Democrat anymore, although I'm a Democrat.
Right.
I can relate. There's Democrats out there that are psycho left, and then you have the Democrats that are Democrats because they believe in the
Kennedy Democrats,
like John F. Kennedy era Democrats or whatever, but they're even kind of I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Well,
Bernie Sanders Democrats. Yeah, all different flavors.
Speaking of Bernie Sanders, he's considering a run as an independent for president.
Good. The more
that'll ensure a Donald Trump victory.
That's right.
I'm kind of hoping so. The thing is, he's also got you've got to get over these hurdles of these stupid lawsuits in these different states where they're trying to remove Trump from any future ballot considerations due to the 14th Amendment. I'm like, what the fuck? Over? Okay, number one, whether you like Trump or not, all right, whether you like Trump or not is immaterial. Has Trump actually been convicted of treason or a high crime?
Not yet.
Okay.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. Therefore,
right.
He has the presumption of innocence,
mm-hmm.
and therefore you cannot remove him from anything under that provision.
Right. Yes, correct.
Until at some point he has been guilty. And he is not.
Yeah, it's kind of like if they're doing that, they're kind of jumping the gun a little bit. I think it sends a bad message to.
Well, the thing is, to
those independent voters.
It's all political. It's all political. It's all a messaging game. It's all a manipulation of the minds of the people out there. Oh well, there must be something wrong with Trump if they're suing him or suing to get him removed.
Right.
There must be something wrong.
That's what they want.
He must have done something horribly wrong if he has 6,000-7,000 indictments against him, and every state has him up on criminal charges, or whatever they're wanting to do. I mean, every time you turn around, it's another indictment, more criminal charges. How far do you really want to go with this messaging? And the thing is, every time they do it, his visibility goes up, his approval rating goes through the roof. I mean, hell, he's 43, 46 points ahead of his closest competitor on the Republican ticket. Are you fucking kidding me?
With Robert Kennedy Jr. as his running mate.
One of the things that I think that
Robert Kennedy Jr. has nothing to do with this, Henry.
Trump's running mate.
It has nothing to do with this right now. Okay, we haven't even gone through the primaries yet. Now, mind you, with numbers like this, the primaries are all but over. But the problem is they're trying to get him removed from the ballot.
Correct.
How do you counter that? All you got to do is get one stupid judge, and I'm talking about a stupid judge who has absolutely no respect for the rule of law or
Right.
the Constitution, to say, yeah, we'll do that.
Yep.
And then it's an entire fucking constitutional crisis and a legal mess.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Chuck, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's fine. Sure that I don't want to be going on and on and on. I'm not aware of that Henry wants to talk. It is kind of an annoying thing when I call your show, by the way. But I just deal with it, you know.
Yeah. But, you know, yeah, it would be funny if Trump picked up Robert Kennedy Jr. as a running mate. I think it would be funnier than hell.
Yes.
Ain't gonna happen, but it would be hilarious.
Yeah, you know, that name's been thrown out quite a bit.
It has.
I heard it his name quite a bit a couple months ago in the summer months during Alex Jones's show. Who else has been talking? You know, you have these random callers that'll call up the Lars Larson show, and then, yeah, we got to do that, and they're wanting to. These people, I think their intentions are honest and pure, because they're genuinely wanting government to function. And what better way to do that is have two opposing people, but they believe it. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work out. It's not going to happen. The mega base is not going to allow for any kind of Democrat to be a vice president or snuggle up to MAGA unless you take the MAGA pledge.
Well,
you take the MAGA challenge.
Is he actually a Democrat? Look at his views. Look at what he wants to do.
He's pro-abortion.
Okay, so what?
Well, that's like that is
here's the thing. A president cannot change the laws. He can only sign them into law and then enforce them. He cannot change them. He cannot create them out of whole cloth. He's the president of the United States, for crying out loud. You know, yes, he has tremendous power on what he can do within the government as far as executive orders go. But when it comes down to the rest of it, you know, the president of the United States orders you to go jump in a lake. You can tell him to go screw. He has no control over your life. He has no control over anything. Now, if you choose to comply, sure, I'll go jump in the lake. It's hot out here. Sounds like a grand idea. Want to join me? We'll go jump in the lake. But you know, the president of the United States really doesn't have that kind of power to do that. So, you know, I would look. I'll tell you what. It's a toss-up. If Kennedy runs as an independent, which he's threatening to do,
correct,
I may vote for him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know because it's like I said, it's a toss-up of which firebrand I want in there to shake shit up.
Yeah. It seems like our choices are pretty limited right now, though.
Yeah, well, do you want Sleepy Joe Biden, who can't find his way out of a paper bag or a stage?
They're going to hold him up there as long as he's going to go out like Feinstein, I think.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's, exactly, Henry.
That's exactly what I was thinking when Henry said that, but I didn't hear Henry say that.
Well, you know, it's kind of a running joke at this point. But you know, yes,
unfortunately, it's probably true.
They're going to prop him up as much as they can. They're going to fill him full of fucking drugs, stick a stick up his ass, so he stands upright,
right,
and hopefully not shits his britches in front of the Pope again.
He can't, because he'll have a stick up there to block all that.
He'll have a stick up his ass to block all
that. Great mental. I love the mental images that are provided.
Chuck got a visual.
It's great theater of the mind.
Well,
let me tell you.
This is why we do the Raw. This is why we do the Raw. Anyway, all right, Chuck. Thanks for the phone call. Do appreciate it.
All right, we'll talk all later. Thank you.
Bye bye. 928-476-0331 is the number you can join in the conversation.
Chuck, it's great hearing from you. I have no
Yeah,
problem kicking back and listening.
It is.
I will throw a comment here and there in, but that's about it.
Yeah.
You call anytime you want.
Absolutely. But I've been thinking about this, pretty much most of all day about the Speaker McCarthy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some bright sides to this. I mentioned one bright side earlier. Right now, when there's no Speaker of House, we're safe from the government.
Right.
Even if it takes them a half a year. All right. We're not going to get stupid legislation that fucks up our lives.
Well, they say we have three parts of the government: the House, the President, and the Senate.
Why don't you three parts of the president? How about three branches of government?
Three branches of the government.
Okay, what are those three branches, Mr.
The Senate, Congress, and the President.
Negative. You fail.
Okay, what is it?
The legislative, which consists of the House of Representatives and the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
The executive, which encompasses the President of the United States, and the judicial, which encompasses the Supreme Court. Those are the three branches of government.
And now the judges, now it's local judges where
they're part of the judicial.
Mm-hmm.
They're part of the judicial. But yes, it's those are the three branches of the government. The Senate and the House of Representatives are not two separate branches. They are two separate houses, but they are not two separate branches. They're still both the legislative branch.
Okay.
There you go. Turn in your city council card.
I should. Now the judges that like you said, there's going to be a crazy judge that's going to convict Trump. And all these judges,
possibly. Right now, they're having an issue with one in New York that actually managed to, as a way of making waves, managed to slap a gag order on Trump.
He just did. Just did today.
Talk about it. So, of course, that one's going to go to appeal immediately.
Well, it's because during break, what Trump did is he went out and talked about the clerk in the courthouse, and the judge says, "Nah, you ain't doing that no more. Erase it from social media." He ordered him to erase it from social media and no longer put it out there.
The clerk. What did he say about the clerk?
I don't know. They didn't repeat it.
Yeah, well, anyway,
they didn't repeat it, and that's what the order was from the judge. That's where it stemmed from.
Anyway, Wayne Root wants Trump for Speaker of the House, whether he wants it or not.
His son or the president? What? Eric or Donald?
Donald.
Okay.
Donald. He wants to recommend President Trump as the next GOP Speaker of the House. And I think that would be just downright fucking hilarious.
Oh, that'd be great. You talk about trying to get the president and vice president out. That would go full force.
Yeah.
That would go full force because he'd be third in line.
But the thing, yeah, he would be.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, it's just absolute fucking nonsense. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. Even if they wanted it to happen, it's not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No serious Rhino or Democrat would ever vote for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice fantasy. where they would, oh yes, well, it's a good thing to think about, but it ain't gonna happen. ain't gonna fucking happen, at least not today, or not this week, or this year even.
Oh God, Dylan, I don't know which is worse. Him over there playing with Thunder, or him laying next to me farting.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Did he just break wind
Oh
on
my
you?
gosh, I gotta stand up as a newcomer now.
Well, that's okay. Troy Nels nominated Trump, is going to throw in his nomination
Yeah.
for Speaker of the House. Of course, there's going to be all sorts of that.
Well, there was the first time around. I mean, in January.
Yeah. And Hannity said this. I've been in contact with President Trump in the effort to push Trump as the next speaker.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. The Congress critters don't want him in there because that would take away a lot of their funding that they get.
No, but suppose that did happen. Just for a minute, just suspend all belief, all imagination, and suppose for just 1 minute that Trump did get
Speaker of the House.
Speaker of the House. That would change the face of Washington forever.
Oh yeah.
Democrat. Am I right, people? I don't know who this is. I think McCarthy's ruling is nothing but a nothing burger. Am I right? Double cheese? I don't know. Are we men or are we Americans? Okay. No idea.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the references. Are we men or are we mice or are we Americans? We're Americans. We're Americans all the way.
Well, let's act like it.
928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. If you want to explain your comments there, give us a call.
Yeah, I think the comment was that that started acting like American.
Well,
because our politicians, our 525 people that run our 330 million in this country, are not doing a good job.
No, they're not. They're not doing a good job.
They're doing a good job for their own careers only.
Yeah,
and it has been like that for forever, but now it's being so blatant.
Well, we've moved beyond civility at pretty much every turn. It's
a free reign. It's a free for all. It's a free for all.
We've gone well beyond what can be considered as
the norm.
As the norm, correct?
Yeah, not even close anymore.
And nobody recognizes what's going on in this nation anymore. I don't.
Mm-mm.
I don't. I've seen things come out here that just go against, number one, all tradition.
Yeah.
We've seen evidence of Congress itself manipulating people through social media, as in like calling up whoever it is. Hey, get that out of here. Make sure they don't ever say that again.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen them say one thing and do a complete other.
Oh yeah.
I
mean that happens all the time, but blatantly.
I had to vote my conscience.
Yeah, right.
He says,
how about I had to vote what the people wanted? You don't hear that.
Trump as Speaker of the House is what the deep state fears in a true free reign, free for all. Definitely against the norm. No one recognizes the norm anymore. Absolutely.
They don't. The norm's not the norm.
Yeah.
The norm is it's for them and them only, and they're cutting no bones about it. They're just blatantly out there. Just
absolutely.
I don't like using cuss words, but fucking things up.
you just did, so
I know.
I guess you don't. I guess you don't mind it that much.
Well, I try to say something without using the cuss word, and sometimes I can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't. It's warranted for that time. Um, Not that I enjoy it. It's just that fuck. This is our
Yeah.
country. You're in it too.
You honestly think they give a fuck?
No, because they're in their own world.
Do you honestly think that they
No,
care that
no,
that Joe Schmo Joe Schmuck like you,
they don't care about me.
even a fellow politician
They don't care.
here in bumfuck California
They don't care.
cares about what they do and what they think.
Nope.
Yes, we do, but
Nope.
they don't care if you don't like what they do.
Nope.
And they will do what's in their best interests, constantly.
They'll look at the voter base here and they go, "You don't matter. You don't matter. You have 1,200 voters in your town. You don't matter. We don't care about your town. We could give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
If you sink into the river, we don't care." Which is really sad. They should care about everybody, every town, every person, every single one of us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. It had a friend pass away recently, and I'm getting messaged about it. And I need to turn off notifications. I'm sure you're hearing the bling in the background. Yeah, there we go.
No, I didn't hear it.
Well, good, because I kept hearing it and it kept driving me nuts.
No, it wasn't coming through.
Bling, 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 bling.
No, it wasn't coming through.
Yeah, but she's no longer in pain. So that's a story for another time. Because right now the country is in pain. The country is in mourning because the Rhino Speaker McCarthy got his
wings cut. Got his wings clipped.
He got kicked in the nuts and got evicted.
Big time.
From that.
Big time.
Norm on Cheers, though. We can definitely take everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Would you like to get away?
There you go. Not with Kirstie Alley or Shelley Long.
I don't care.
Oh,
I don't care. Either or. I like Cheers when it's on. My daughter rewatches Cheers religiously every year. Okay. And binge watches the entire thing. I don't think she sleeps. And anyway. Is what it is. 928-476-0331 is the number you want to join in the conversation. But no, we're safe right now. We're safe from stupid legislation. We're safe from having our money slip through our fingers. Well, our money being sent away.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we should have a big bankroll by the time it comes back online.
Unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Because we're still in debt.
Yeah,
to the tune of over $30 trillion
to China.
Well, not just China, but yeah,
the foreign countries.
Yes,
definitely not to us.
The foreign entities who've chosen to lend us money, and we are continuing to sink billions of dollars into a fruitless war in Ukraine.
Borrowed money.
We're still sinking fruitless billions of dollars in aid packages and bribes to countries that frankly do not like us at all.
Correct. Not to mention the border's wide open to all the people from the other countries that don't like us.
That's right there at the end of the damn list as far as that goes. We are spending money hand over fist on well, what's the famous pork spending? Oh yes, bridges to nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
We are spending money We're spending money to find the mating habits of insects, for
Yeah.
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And we have homeless in the streets.
Yep.
We have homeless veterans still out there
Yep.
trying to get ahead. We have a fentanyl problem that is killing Americans in job lots.
Big time.
Yet today they managed to indict a bunch of people. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Didn't stop the flow of fentanyl into the country. Didn't get the fentanyl out of the hands of those people who would sell it or use it. They indicted a bunch of fucking people. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yep.
And people that they'll never get their hands on.
Yep.
Never, ever, ever get their hands on. They indicted them in absentia. Whoop-de-doo. What are they going to do? Try them in absentia as well? They can. You honestly think some Chinese thug who is sending fentanyl into Mexico to be transferred in the United States is ever going to get transferred to the United States?
No.
What is it? Extradited in the United States? No. Not going to happen.
Right.
Because it's part of the goddamn plan. It's part of the damn plan. It's part of them breaking down American society so we can be controlled. Tucker Carlson was giving a speech. I'm going to look it up and we're going to play it later. But essentially, he talked about the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia. This comes from a biography of a general. They had just stopped fighting. They were coming home from the First World War. Of course, Russia pretty much got its ass kicked all the way through World War One. And people were very unhappy. It was a start of a revolution. And this book, even though it was written over a century ago, is paralleling everything that's going on in the United States today. We are breaking down our society. The people who are charged with the defense of our nation are being subverted. They're being told that, and then of course the people who are hurt and injured like me aren't getting the proper care again. And the people in power are rooting for the side that's destroying America, aka BLM, aka Antifa, aka whatever. Just like the aristocracy was in Russia before, they took them all down to the basement and shot them at noon, at sunrise. We started a purge of over 10 million people in Russia and the rise of communism. The book parallels that. Well, I'll find that, and after the top of there, because we're getting ready to go to a break. It is 8:00.
It is.
But we'll start.
Oh
that.
my gosh, it is.
Yeah, we've got about 30
seconds.
Little more than 30 seconds left. But this is something that we need to be aware of. We need to be aware of. And this is what's driving me nuts. We have gone and we've destroyed our own history. We're trying to destroy our own history, trying to change history. We won't pay attention to anybody else's history.
Right.
And guess what? It's repeating itself again in our lifetime. Anyway, this is The Raw. I'm your host, Moses Miss Dan Hansen. We'll come back after this. Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
All right, everybody in the car. Let's go.
What are we gonna do first when we get there, Mom? Go for a hike?
Sure, if you want.
What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too?
I don't see why.
What about a bike ride? No, I want to fish.
Okay.
I've never been fishing.
Honey, we can do it all.
How long does it take to get to the forest?
It's not.
Is it gonna be long?
No, sweetie.
I bet it takes forever.
It's not that far.
Are we there yet?
Yep, we're here.
Already? No way! Come on.
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Also, find fun activities to do like boating and biking or camping and hiking, plus much more. It's all right in your naturehood. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service, 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on The Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation
and welcome back. It is the Raw. I'm the host, your hostess with the mostest. I'm Misty Enhance. Of course, that's Henry over there, and he's guarding the sacred phone number, which is right above him, 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. You keep pointing, whatever. We're here. Anyway, you know what, Henry? I've got my AR-15 pointed right at your head. Yeah, you might want to duck a little. I just noticed that. Anyway, welcome back to the program.
That's how I lost my hair.
I don't know. You know, one of the things I wanted to do, and we talked about doing, was a video of me trying. Really that bad, huh?
That was actually good. I enjoyed that.
That one just snuck up and hit you right in the back.
Big time. I had no time. I had no time for anything.
Even stifle it. Wow.
And I'm gonna let it go. That felt good. I'm good now. Okay, now what were we gonna do? A video?
Well, at one point we were going to do a video of me trying to cut a pizza with an AR-15.
Aha.
Do you remember that? That was a while ago.
That's very expensive at $1 a round.
It's not $1 a round.
Cheaper now, huh?
Oh, much. A little over $0.50. But yeah, no, I'm trying to cut a pizza with an AR-15. I don't think we'll do it. I mean, that's actually it might be funny to try. Anyway, let's see. It says, I'm an independent, not a Dem or Republican. Thanks for taking my humor in stride. Can I engage you in conversation? Absolutely. You can give us a call at 928-476-0331, 928-476-0331.
Yes, please do. Please call.
Cool. You do PSAs? Yes, quite frequently.
Yes. Call them. We'll do a PSA for you.
The thing is, we do PSAs. This program is associated with a real live radio station with real live call letters with a real live,
That's right.
And on Saturday and Sundays, I do a real live radio program along with Raw.
Real live?
Real live.
Wow.
As opposed to being real dead.
I know.
As opposed to being real dead. But, it is what it is. But,
call us.
You can call us, engage us, do whatever you want. This program is just as much your program as it is
That's
my
right.
program.
Absolutely.
And,
we want to hear from you.
Oh, absolutely. I want to hear from everybody.
The calls are what keeps us alive. This is
Absolutely.
a call-in. This is a call-in show.
You can stay in touch with this program by going to theraw.locals.com, theraw.locals.com. Let me bring up that little banner here. There we go. You can join our locals page at theraw.locals.com. Use promo code THERAW for 1 free month, or if you feel you can't afford it,
do it anyway.
Fine. Go there anyway. Use promo code THERAW. You get 1 free month, minimally 1 free month of full access. And then you can just, go on the free access, which is you can read all the articles and see the programs and do some other things, but you won't get to do everything you could do as a paid member. Anyway, and it's also very inexpensive to become a paid member, $5 a month or $50 a year with 2 free months of free. If you do the $50 a month, you get an extra 2 months of free service. So there you go.
Yeah.
So it's your choice. If you decide that you want to become a member, just go over there and do that. Even if you don't want to become a member, go become a member.
There you go.
It's going to help out the show. It's going to help out the show a lot.
Yeah.
And help us deliver great content to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Chuck
Absolutely.
says, where's John? I don't know.
Johnny.
I don't know where Johnny is. Anyway, like I said,
he's in Staten Island.
Yeah. But anyway, at the end of the last segment, last hour, so I was going to play this. Now, of course, Tucker Carlson does a lot of speaking engagements anymore, but this is where he's talking about the Bolshevik Revolution.
But then last year I read the biography, which I would recommend to everyone in this room, of Peter Wrangel, who was the leader of the revolutionary white forces during the Russian Revolution, the Civil War, rather, that came after the revolution. And he was a Baltic German living in Russia and a general, worked for the Tsar. The war ends, or Russia ceases its hostilities with Germany. He comes back to St. Petersburg, and the country's in complete chaos. And the Bolsheviks have decided that, it's discontent within the army that we need to inflame, and we need to get the army. I don't know if this sounds familiar to anyone here, but get the guns and the people who wield the guns. We need them. So the first thing to do is destroy all discipline in the Tsar's army, complete. So Peter Wrangel's just been on the front for 4 years. He comes back into St. Petersburg, totally civilized city, 2-hour drive from Helsinki. I mean, it is Europe, okay? Whatever anyone tells you. And he's wandering through, and soldiers are going crazy in the streets. And they're raping women. They're stealing at gunpoint. Soldiers in uniform in a monarchy which had not had any behavior like this at all. And Peter Wrangel just can't even believe it. These are his soldiers. He's a general. And so he's completely freaked out. And he goes into a movie theater, and everyone in the movie theater is completely absorbed in the movie. Like there's no revolution happening outside. And Peter Wrangel thinks these people are insane. So he goes back. He's like, I got to get to Moscow. So he takes the train to Moscow. I have to tell the Tsar, this country's falling apart. He's very close to the Romanovs, the family. You should read this. It's just out in English translation in the last 3 years. It's an unbelievable book, lost to history until recently to English speakers. So he goes back to Moscow, and he's close to the Romanovs. And so he goes into the imperial court, and he knows all the relatives, and there are millions of them, hangers-on. And he notices about 80% of the women in the Romanov family are wearing red ribbons in solidarity with the Bolsheviks, who wound up, of course we know how it ends, murdering them in the basement at dawn. So, wait, what? Peter Wrangel says, how is it that this country is being devoured by a violent revolution, and the people who can afford movie tickets, that is kind of our middle class, are refusing even to acknowledge that it's happening, and the ruling class against whom it is aimed are sympathizing with it? And if this doesn't remind you of BLM, I don't know what does. I'm reading this in my porch. Like midnight, I couldn't go to sleep. I was like, wait, I live in that country. That's happening now. This is a revolution. Its aim is to hurt you. Yes, that would include physically in the end. Sorry. If someone tells you you're not allowed to speak, if someone tells you your children are not your children, okay, these are not ideological differences. This is not, I prefer, this capital gains rate. These are totalitarian measures that treat you as non-human. Human beings, free citizens, get to say what they think. Slaves must be quiet. That's the distinction. So all this it's in the First Amendment. No. Yeah, it precedes the First Amendment. As our founding documents make clear, these are natural rights that distinguish the citizen from the slave, the human from the subhuman. We can't consider slaves fully human, or we wouldn't enslave them. So anyone treating you as a slave considers you less than human. People don't pause to consider the implications of this. If someone says to you, I have a right to make your children hate you, or to say weird, creepy sex stuff to your kids, what's a valid response to that? Well, in a healthy society,
Misty, get your gun.
If someone says weird, creepy sex stuff to your 8th grader, you get your gun.
There you go.
Try that in Bulgaria. How do you think that's going to work? I mean it, too. Oh, you're calling for violence? Yeah. You try and sexualize my children? What? Those are my children. That's totally not allowed. Nothing like that is allowed. And I don't care if you claim you're a teacher or an administrator, you work for some creepy Soros-backed NGO. If you're trying to sexualize my children, I go right to force.
There you go.
And if I can't do that, I'm not really their father, am I? I'm serious. And I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of in that. And no, I'm not calling for, I'm calling for applying natural law to American life. And if you refuse to do that, what happens? Well, we're watching what happens. They become increasingly aggressive.
All righty. And he made a bunch of sense right there. Anyway, let's go to the phone real quick, Henry, shall we?
Oh, okay.
The Raw, you are on the air. Good evening.
Hey, this is Jay from Seattle, Washington. How are you guys doing?
Hey, pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Have you followed what's going on in the House of Representatives today?
Oh, no, we haven't been talking about that for the entire first hour. So, yeah, no.
No, maybe I missed that part. But, what do you think of Matt? What do you think of Matt? What do you think of Matt Gaetz?
I'm sorry, what?
What do you think of Matt Gaetz?
Matt Gaetz I think he jumped the gun by about 6 months, honestly.
All right.
He jumped the gun by about 6 months.
Well, what I hear Matt Gaetz saying is that the Biden administration has been raising the deficit, the federal, the national debt, right, above and beyond. I don't know. Do you guys deal in facts, or how do you guys deal with the deficit?
What do you mean? How do I deal with facts? I enjoy facts. I want facts. Please.
Okay. So
facts. So where's Bruce Willis when you need him?
For the last past 60 years, nearly every U.S. president has run a record budget deficit at some point, with President Trump, Barack Obama, and George W. Bush running the largest U.S. budget deficit in history.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the modern people running these deficits, right?
Yeah.
Are you with me so far?
Who has the power of the purse?
Who has the power of the purse?
Yeah.
Well,
Congress.
the U.S.
Congress has the power of the purse. Congress controls the purse strings. Congress can at any time they want stop the spending. All they have to do is say no more. Here's a budget. We're going to put it forward, and we're going to live in that budget. We're not going to go. We're going to pay off our debts. And here's what we have to do. We cannot afford to borrow any more money. They have the power to do that. Even if a president vetoes it, it can go back to the Senate, and the Senate can say, you're going to do it anyway, and override that veto.
Well, I am an independent voter.
So it's not only the presidents that have been in power that have encouraged such nonsense. It's the people who hold the purse strings, who have voted time and time again for more spending, and not even putting forth a balanced budget. When was the last time this country has seen a balanced budget?
I don't think they know what it is.
During the Clinton administration.
Exactly. One time during the Clinton administration. After that, we've been running.
And that was because of the dot-com bubble, and the economy was just growing and then exceeding beyond bounds. So what I'm getting at here is that there's a percentage of the deficit that each president is accountable for. Whether it's the Senate or the House, but under each administration, there is a deficit under each president. Usually that deficit is pinned on each president.
Right.
So just to call it out as an independent, one of the largest was under, if I'm looking at this correctly, was under Barack Obama.
Right.
But he also inherited a lot of bullshit after Bush, right? He had to dig it out and all that.
Inherited a two-front war.
What I'm saying here is the people that
we were invested in Iraq, we were invested in Afghanistan, and in numerous other places around the world. He investigated an extremely expensive war that he didn't do anything really to help stop.
But as an independent, I don't understand why Republicans now are saying all this money we're sending to Ukraine, all this money we're sending to Ukraine. F you, man. We spent all this money on Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria. It's like a two-faced situation, man. It's not truth. It's a bunch of political posturizing.
Well, here we have what's our deficit at right now? What, 34
30, 32 trillion, I think.
32,
Yes.
34, so somewhere around there.
Something around there.
A
Yes.
number that I truly, honestly cannot comprehend, except for maybe the 32. I can comprehend 32. I think I have 32 cents in my pocket. But I cannot.
What I'm saying right now, I'm
the amount of money that is actually $1 trillion, and we are 32 above in debt to other people around the world, and this has been all.
But for Matt,
22 years.
But for Matt Gaetz to go on the floor of the House of Representatives and saying the Democrats are raising the debt beyond imaginable shit is because it's a misnomer. The deficit has only gone up, and you can look this up, man. I got it right here in front of me. It's only gone up 8.8% under Biden, while under Donald Trump, who inherited a very good financial situation, has gone up. Under Trump, the deficit went up 33.1%. So I don't want to hear the Republicans calling out Democrats for raising the deficit when it's both the Republicans and the Democrats.
Absolutely, and I agree wholeheartedly with that statement. It's everybody's fault. It's all those damn critters in Washington D.C. It's the president's fault for signing these bills in the first place. It is Congress's fault for allowing it to be put on, and doing it, and right now funding billions of dollars to Ukraine, whether you support it or not, I don't care. It's fine. It's just another slap in the face to the American people who have literally nothing anymore. I go out and try to put gas in my car today. It's $4 a gallon here in Bullhead City, Arizona. It's $8 a gallon in Needles, California. It was $5 a gallon in Phoenix yesterday. I have no idea where it is where you live. I care. It's probably too fucking much. But we're not doing anything to help that situation either.
Well, let's flip the script then, because that's a different conversation than the deficit.
Not really, because even Congress has the ability to tell the president, "Hey, you're going to make sure that we're going to pass a law that orders the Interior Department to open up oil exploration to private companies so we can start producing our own energy again." They have the power.
Look it up. Oil exploration has gone up since the Trump administration under Biden. Look it up. Google it, man. That's bullshit. I will end my conversation with you by this. The
since
bullshit. I will end my conversation with you by this. And I'm an independent. I don't care if Biden or Trump. Who gives a shit? What I will say is that electric vehicles, every corporation in America is changing their fleet to electric vehicles by 2035. Within 20, 25, 30 years, everyone will be driving an electric car. Gasoline-powered vehicles will be a thing of the past, like a horse and buggy in the 1900s. This is the sea change. Progressives embrace change. Conservatives want it to stay the same. Bottom line, man.
And they're making a fatal mistake.
I'll leave it at that.
They're making a fatal mistake by doing so.
Because there will be change, because technology is changing, and technology will surpass what we had previously. Fine. If that's a fatal mistake, things will be changing.
Here is what our current technology is dependent upon. It's dependent upon rare earth metals that are not produced in the United States.
That's false.
Really? Tell me which one. Tell me which ones are, and where are the mines?
There are mines coming up online within the United States. Not only is that, there is a mine that they are going to mine all of these rare metals from the hydroelectric hot springs things that they can actually pull the metals out of the water as they circle about, and actually the technology will change to catch up with these gaps in regards to
we are not.
Well, I guess
we don't have a power grid, number one, to support all these electric vehicles.
Well, I agree with you on that,
not when we have power outages every 6 days in California, because
I agree with you there, man. Well, there you go.
Blowing, or it's hot outside, and somebody in LA decides they want to turn on their AC, and everything browns out.
Not to mention the disposal of the batteries either.
I mean, you look at Texas and what's happened there. That Texas is run by the Republicans. That power grid in Texas is messed up. Both the Republicans and the Democrats are accountable.
I'm not going to argue with that, but we don't have the grid for it. And then let's look at the environmental disaster, the actual environmental disaster when one of these cars catches on fire.
Okay, let's.
Tell me. Okay.
I've never seen a gasoline-powered car catch on fire. By the way, I've never seen that happen.
You've seen that, but one of these electric.
I mean, that's a Fox News talking point, man.
An ecological disaster.
Oh, please! I saw a Fox News article. It's like coal miners hoped a electric vehicle owner push their dead car to the berm. It's like self-propaganda, man. Gasoline powered cars catch on fire just as much. I'll look it up, man. You might be right. Electric cars might catch on fire more than gasoline powered cars.
Because there's more.
Do you know what it takes to extinguish a fire? A battery that's on fire that is mostly lithium?
You've convinced me, man. I'm never going to get an electric car now because I'm afraid it might catch on fire.
That's fine.
It's convinced me.
It's up to you. But the thing is, the technology just isn't there yet. And then, of course, let's talk about the batteries that have worn out. Hang on. The batteries that have worn out. How are we going to dispose of them? How are we going to recycle them? How are we what are we going to do when it comes time to spend $13,000 on new battery packs for these cars?
That's cheap. You don't buy them that cheap.
And $13,000 is on the low end. How are we going to dispose of these batteries in a safe and responsible manner? Once again, lithium catches on fire and explodes it almost at the drop of a hat.
I think you're not aware of the progress right now in regards to technology, in regards to electric batteries, the harvesting, and the gathering up.
Things coming from children in China.
There's more than one way to gather lithium out of the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, in regards to that, we're not going to be dependent on China. These cars
we are now.
China. This is just a natural progression going from the horse and buggy to the Model T to the Camaro to whatever it might be. These are natural progressions as we go along.
But the thing of the matter is, I think we are progressing too far too quickly in trying to force and when I mean force people into a technology that just isn't ready yet. But that's my opinion. You have yours, and you know what? We can still be friends.
I like it.
All right, my friend. Hey, go ahead.
No, thank you for the conversation. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Thanks for the call. Did appreciate it. And you have a great night.
You too, man. Thank you.
Bye. Wow. Cool conversation.
It's always it's always
928-476-0331.
it's always a great debate. There's our number up there.
Yeah.
It's always a great debate with
and there's Johnny.
Johnny!
Johnny!
Is it Tuesday already? We'd love to have debates. We want to hear from all sides. We want to hear what your opinion is and what your facts are.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, this gentleman didn't have quite all the facts on the electric vehicles.
Hey, it's okay.
That's
thing
okay.
Is,
it's
right,
okay.
Even we're not getting the straight poop.
We are not.
All right, let's just back up for a second and look at COVID for a moment.
We never got nothing straight on that. We still haven't.
We still aren't getting straight.
And we never will.
I mean, it was every other day that something changed within COVID when COVID was at its height.
Yep.
It was this, it was that. Nobody could stay on the same page. Regimens that proved effective were banned.
Yep, that's right.
And then everybody was told that no, it doesn't work. It's not effective. Why not? Ivermectin, which has been out for nearly 100 years.
50, actually.
Well, 50 is closer to 100 and near zero.
Yeah. Well, I'm just.
But it's been out for many.
Yes, it has, and it came out in Japan by a person there that's won many awards for it.
It's proven effective at combating
viruses.
Viruses, but specifically the type of COVID virus.
Yes.
The SARS-2 virus.
Yes.
That this is related to.
Yes.
It's also proven very effective at removing parasites from the body.
Yes. And hydrochloroquine too.
Or bovine or UK, a horse. Is proven very effective. Yet, Joe Rogan goes and takes it, and then he finds the doctor who will go ahead and prescribe it to him, and then he's accused by everybody of taking horse dewormer. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
So people are not interested in giving you the actual facts of things. They're not interested in giving.
They're not.
They'll hype it up all over the place.
Yep.
We a friend and I did a round trip to Phoenix and back yesterday. Good drive. But one of the discussions we were having was on automated vehicles. Self-driving cars, self-driving trucks, self-driving this. Those scared the shit out of me.
Technology is not there yet.
The technology's not there yet. And she said, well, I think it would be great. I said, yeah, it'll be great when they finally can get it to work.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this car that I have now. I have a 2019 Hyundai Santa Fe. It has some pretty advanced electronics in it. It has lane control. It has power, cruise control,
auto braking.
It has a lot of things. And my lane control has severe fuck up sometimes, and I mean severe. I'm traveling down the road 75, 80 miles an hour, and I'm passing an exit. It wants to follow the white line and take me off the exit. And I have to say, no. And then it yells at me. Beep, 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 beep. It wants to yell at me. So it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Now, one of the things I really do like is, if I come up behind somebody who's traveling much slower, and I get within a certain distance, my car will slow down to the speed of whoever's in front. So that means, if I'm doing 150 miles an hour down the highway, and I come up to grandma doing 30, my car will slow down to 30 miles an hour.
It won't blow her into oblivion.
It won't pile into her. But that's a good safety feature. But
it is.
But the technology just isn't there yet for it to do it all by itself. Where I can say, hey, we're going here, take us there.
Right.
There now.
Well, the autopilot in airplanes our skies are not as crowded as our highways.
Mm-hmm.
The autopilot works great in the airplanes. Now you still have to look over it, just like you do in the cars. But yeah, you in a city with auto driving,
fuck up too.
Huh?
Autopilots fuck up too.
They do. That's what I'm saying. You still got to watch over them too. But in a big city or a crowded airspace, you don't want it on autopilot. You want to have control of that in case there's an emergency.
Well, there are luxury cars out there that do have a self-driving feature. That oh yes, there are actually. Yeah. It's not fully automated. You have to be there. You have to be there, and it actually watches you to make sure you haven't fallen asleep.
Well, now the one lady, there was an Uber driver, I believe, that was watching a movie, and when it was on self-pilot, autopilot, and she killed somebody.
Yeah,
and she got convicted on that because she was watching a movie and not paying attention to driving.
She wasn't paying. She wasn't.
And that's a perfect example of our technology is not there yet. If you have auto driving and it kills somebody, there's a problem with it.
Yeah,
there's a problem with auto driving.
No, if my car decides to start up and drive on down the road to go pick me up a pizza, I'm not responsible for it then.
Because you are, because you sent it.
Well, no, I didn't send it. It decided to all on its own.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It ordered pizza for me. Used my debit card.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's your story. You tell it any way you want.
But my car's not capable of doing it. Thank God.
You can send the cat.
Right. But here's the beautiful thing about my gas guzzling SUV. Up to 30 miles an hour highway.
30 miles an hour?
Well, 30 miles to the gallon. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought it went that fast.
Yeah. 30 miles to the gallon.
Okay.
Sorry, my mistake. I misspoke. 30
that's like 30 days sober.
Yeah, well, could be. That's all right. You only got 31 days sober, so that is what it is. By the way, that's an inside joke. If you don't understand, that's fine. But no, seriously, you have the fuel consumption rates of these newer vehicles are outstanding.
They're great. The cars that have 500, 600 horsepower now get 18, 20 miles to the gallon on the highway. Now, back in my days when the 427 with 445 horse got 4 miles to the gallon.
Here's Johnny being silly. Self-driving technology isn't there yet, huh? Can I remind you we have thousands of nuclear weapons ready to go? I say, okay, what does that have to do with a car?
That's self-driving.
That's self-driving.
Yeah, we're not actually going over there and dropping them by hand.
Right. Well, but they're programmed. We've got that ballistic missile.
Boy, I hope that technology works.
But no, yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. You fire it and you hope you hope it works. You hope you're going to be sending it in the right air. But here's the thing: close counts only in thermonuclear war and hand grenades. Okay, so
yeah,
you get too close, and it's done its job.
Yeah.
But they've been programming ballistic intercontinental ballistic missiles now for how many decades?
3 or 4 days.
Decades. Days.
Yeah, since
and they've been working on actual self-driving, self-aware cars for how long?
Yeah, not too long.
15 years, maybe. At the most.
Too long. Yeah, not too long.
Yeah, the technology's coming. But
and the missiles are going in the air too. Now, if there's an airplane in the way, it doesn't account for that. It's going to go right through an airplane. Self-driving, you're on the road. There's so much obstacles there to deal with.
There's so
many obstacles. In the air, there's no obstacles. And if there is, that's just collateral damage.
Yeah,
you can't have collateral damage
through the airplane.
Yeah, and if it goes through. Well, you know what? A ballistic missile is not going to stop for an airplane.
No,
it's not going to stop. Say, You got the right of way. Go.
Well, it's not going to stop for pretty much anything.
No, it's going to get right to the target. If something's in the way, it's going to blow out of the air whatever's in the way.
Yeah. But, like I said, technology-wise, we're just not there yet. And,
No.
we do... Each one of those electric cars at this point is an ecological disaster, and that's all there's. The chemicals they need to pour onto it to put it out.
Yes.
And by the way, it doesn't put it out completely, because there's been more than one instance where the damn thing is caught on fire again as soon as they get on the tow truck.
Yep.
Thus creating a larger problem. Now you've got a tow truck on fire that has 150 gallons of diesel.
Correct. And I've heard
likely to burn.
I've heard in one case that they actually had to bury the car.
Yeah. And
they've had to bury it because it would not stop burning. They could not get it to stop burning.
It's still smoldering. Yes. The thing is, okay, you can try this. So I do not recommend this. Do not do this at home. All right. But if you've got to, go ahead and take apart a AA size lithium battery. Take apart. Now, be very careful. Wear gloves. Do this outside, away from any flammable objects.
Wear your N95 mask.
Don't even bother with that. The fumes will go right through it and kill you anyway.
That's why I said that.
But get it out of there. All right. Expose the lithium to the air and it will self-ignite. Self-ignite.
Yep.
And guess what? You're not putting that out. You dump all the water you want on it. It's not going to go out.
That's right. And do you know
until all that fuel is burned up? Go ahead.
Do you know that it's against the law to throw batteries in the trash?
Yeah.
And how many people do it? Everybody I know. Everybody, if your battery goes dead, your remote, your flashlight, whatever, it goes right in the trash can.
The thing is, I don't use lithium batteries.
It goes right in the trash can, and then goes right in the dump.
I don't use lithium batteries at all in any of my devices. I don't use them. They sell the one-shot lithium batteries. I don't buy them.
You got them in there.
Oh, there we go. But you know what I also do with my dead cell phones? I hopefully turn it into somebody who can recycle it.
Yeah.
When
you get them now, they're doing a really smart thing. It's you trade in your phone. So they're whatever they're doing with them.
Your plan.
Hopefully they're recycling and whatever.
This is my old phone.
Yeah, this is my old
phone.
And you get the new one.
Yeah, well, this is my old phone. Thank God I hung on to this because you remember when I went out and bought a new phone, I ran it over with the car.
Yeah. Well, I still got my StarTech.
I also disrecommend that option as well. Don't drive over your cell phone with a car. It will not work
unless it's in really soft sand. And then still it's not recommended.
Yeah. Let's see here now. Let's see. Chuck says, hi, everyone. And Johnny says, Obama murdered a wedding party once with a self-driving weapons. Yes, he did. A drone. They were in the way.
Yeah. Also, his chef died in 3 feet of water.
Conspiracy theories aside,
that's the truth.
And he says his flashlight runs on inertia. Yeah, good luck with that. And sorry, that's my flashlight. My flashlight needs battery. My flashlight needs
flashlight.
Yeah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Is that one of those crank ones?
No, it's not.
I know. I'm not.
Henry, you are a boomer. Okay.
Yeah.
You're my friend, and I love you dearly. And if
we had the radios that did that.
Well, that has nothing to do with cranking or electricity. Well, maybe it does have to do with cranking.
It generates.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Maybe friction. That's about it.
Okay,
Get
so
on
you're
your
saying-
phone. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to give you permission to get on your phone right now. And
So you're
look
saying
up-
you're saying the
look-
ones that you generate are the safest ones to have.
Henry, shut up about the generation. Get on your phone right now and look up Fleshlight, F-L-I-S-H, or however you spell
Okay,
flesh,
hold on.
like skin, flesh.
Fleshlight.
Turning flashlight on.
No. It said turning the flashlight on. It was going to turn the flashlight on. Okay, I'll spell it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's F-L-E-S-H.
Yeah, flesh as in skin. Fleshlight. Go ahead and look it up. You're not going to like it. Not going to. You're going to be damned embarrassed about it.
It's not even letting me do it.
Yes, it will.
No, it's not letting me do it.
It's not letting you look up Fleshlight.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Okay. F-L-E-S-H.
L-I-G-H-T.
Okay, now I'm
one
seeing what
word.
it is. L. Flashlight. Nope, flashlight. Nope, it's not letting me look it up.
You know, you have a fucking computer right there in front of you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna change my screen. I'll really screw it up. I'm good.
This is a fleshlight. Try to get this thing to enlarge here. It's not letting me enlarge it. Anyway, this is a fleshlight here. There you go, Henry. Henry, look at the screen.
Cool.
Henry, look at the screen.
I am cool.
This is a fleshlight. It's a masturbation device.
I
You
want
hold in your
one.
hand, you put over
I-
your pecker, and
I
you
want
jack
one.
off with it. Yeah,
I
there
want
you go.
one.
There you go. So oh,
I figured it was something like that.
council people lie, Misty. I know that.
Council people what?
Lie.
Never.
I know.
That's a lie.
That's all right. It's a sex toy, is what it is, for males, specifically for males.
Tomorrow's my birthday. P.O. box. What's a P.O. box?
Don't you dare send sex toys to the P.O. box, which is 22014, P.O. box 22014, Bullhead City, Arizona 86442.
Address it to me. It's my birthday tomorrow.
You send sex toys to that, and you'll get the sex toy back in the mail. I'm just not going to tell you what condition it's going to be when it comes back.
Used?
No. 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 It may be run through the Ronco.
Ronco, I remember Ronco.
The Ronco Shredder 6000.
I remember Ronco. They used to advertise that on TV all the time. That was our tele whatchamacallit.
Mm-hmm.
That was our Amazon on TV. Ronco.
Okay, Johnny's going to send you anal beads. There you go.
Thank you, Johnny. Did you get the P.O. box number?
22014, Bullhead City, Arizona 86442. And he will if you send it to him, he will have to demonstrate it live on the Miss Rob Hansen radio program at
Nope,
KTOS
on the Raw.
No, not on the Raw. No, you're going to demonstrate it live on terrestrial radio.
They won't be able to see it.
Oh, they will, because I also broadcast it on the Miss Rob Hansen radio program.
Oh,
here
that's
on
right.
Rumble.
Yes. That's
Uh-huh.
right. Okay.
So you'll have to demonstrate it live right there. It should be no worse than Billy shooting fireworks out of his
I was
ass.
just gonna say that we got Billy Farmer from Terrible Truth shooting a firework right out of his butt on Rumble.
Yeah, I know.
And it shot out of his butt too.
Inside, which is just makes me really.
It only burned half the studio down. Come on.
Oh, it only burned. It was the half I was using. That's the
No,
problem.
it was the back half. Not a problem. It didn't ruin any equipment, just his butthole.
Wrecked him? Nah, damn near killed him.
And wrecked him.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
That was pretty entertaining, though. That was
928-476-0331.
Yes.
Technology.
That's up there.
You know, they wonder why. They wonder why men live a lot less longer than women.
That's a perfect example.
You know, you don't catch a woman say, "Hey, I think it's a good idea if I shoot a firework out of my ass."
Yeah, no, but they will watch as you do it, and they'll nurse you back to health if you hurt yourself, or kill you.
No, kill you. Or whole thing is they'll laugh at you the entire way. But the thing is,
absolutely,
you won't catch them trying it.
You know, that's the funny thing right there. You said that they'll laugh at you. I had a cat, a wild cat. I used to feed the feral cats in my neighborhood, and every so often I would get by the scruff, get by the back, pick them up, put them on my lap, and pet them, and they would purr. They would purr.
Yeah.
I'd get a pet it, and I missed their scruff one time and got their back. And if you do that with a cat, especially a feral cat, it's going to tear up your arm, and it's going to make it bleed pretty bad. You got to get your other hand in there, take it off. Now I did that. In my roommate. She worked at the Humane Society, and I said, Bonnie, when you get done laughing, would you please help me? Because of course she was laughing. She knew exactly what I did. She watched it.
Well,
And
you never hear girls or women daring each
like
other
that.
to go pee on an electric fence.
Oh, I would do that.
Yes, you would do that because you're a stupid male.
Yes.
But you never hear girls or women daring each other to go pee on an electric fence.
No, you don't.
It's not because they're incapable of doing so.
Oh no, they could.
It's because they're smarter than we are.
Trust me, I've seen a woman stand up and pee before. Trust me.
Yeah, well, you know, there are certain devices that
No. That was a
can-
woman with just all woman stuff.
Okay, well,
In a parking lot at one of the casinos there.
okay, yeah, but
Yeah, it was kind of shocking.
you don't see them daring each other to do stupid things.
No,
like
they
that.
don't. No, they don't. No,
And you know,
guys do all the time.
exactly. We'll go pee on the electric fence. Let's see what happens. You know, I dare you to go touch it. Why don't you go lick it?
You gotta put your tongue on it.
Yeah. Well, you know, that got a lot of people in trouble as kids in the wintertime. Go touch your
yeah.
food to that metal pole.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I dared my brother to do it, and he did it.
To take off a layer of skin on his tongue.
Oh yes, his tongue bled for quite some time.
Yeah. No matter what you do, you can't even pour hot water on or nothing. You still gonna have to tear top layer.
Yeah. Giant says, "I got your PU number, Henry, on." Huh?
Huh?
I don't understand that at all. Anyway,
Public utilities. I don't know.
PU
There's a
number, Henry.
PU number.
I don't know. PO number, PU number.
PO number. PO box number. I don't know.
PO. Yeah.
Okay.
22014, Bullhead City, Arizona, 86442. If you want to send us something, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so yeah. So now you know what a fleshlight is.
Yes. Does it have batteries or is it just
no batteries? It is
you got to manual it.
Yeah.
Not even a crank. Well, yeah, there is a crank. It's called
There's
a
it's the guy using it. He's probably the crank.
Yeah.
But, it's
never heard of it. Now I know what it is.
Yeah. You were okay before you knew what it was, weren't you?
Oh no, I expect that for my birthday.
If it comes, in my P.O. box.
If it comes, okay, I get it.
If something like that lands in my P.O. box, it is going back via the Ronco Vegematic 5000 route.
What if it has my name on it?
I don't care.
Whatever.
I'll run you through the Ronco Vegematic too and ship you. Never mind. No, I won't. I won't do that to you.
I remember Ronco products. Man, they made a lot of money, I bet.
I don't know. It's the Ronco Vegematic.
Yeah.
Come on, man. These are things that that we really don't need. But
Yeah.
here it is.
Yeah. Now I remember after a while, then they start putting them in stores as seen on TV.
Oh yeah.
And that's what ruined it for the as seen on TV stuff. Ronco went to hell after that.
Oh no, Ronco went to hell to in the beginning. It was,
that stuff was trash. That stuff was Chinese trash. I mean, not even. I mean, there's good stuff coming out of China, but it wasn't even good Chinese stuff. It was trash.
Come on, the Ronco Pocket Fisherman
trash
is great. The Ronco Magic Wipe 5-pack, or the Ronco 5-tray Classic Dehydrator. My mother bought one of those. That's the worst thing. Oh Lord,
that's what I'm saying.
And the Showtime Easy Store rotisserie.
No good.
Oven. Yeah, I don't know if it worked or not. But they sold a lot of them. You can still buy them for $229.
Oh my gosh, no! I will pass on that.
Yeah, shop all products. But the Ronco Pocket Fisherman. By the way, you can order one now for $39.99.
$39.99. $10 free body work.
Let me share that.
Ronco Pocket Fisherman.
Yeah, exactly. Bring the Pocket Fisherman anywhere.
No fishing license required.
Well, you gotta have. Well, not those kids don't need fishing license.
Nope,
They're too
they
young.
don't. Under 16,
But,
I think it is.
It depends. It goes from state to state.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyway, there it is.
This
is what's included in it. Okay, a bobber and a singer, a casting plug so you can practice casting with it. A lure and a wrist strap, so you
don't lose it.
You don't fling it off into the sunset. Yeah, but there it is. I mean, holy cow! That's all you need.
$39.99.
Yep, feed you and your family. The Ronco Pocket Fisherman.
Teach a person how to fish, and he'll eat forever.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Why not?
I'll pass. I like the traditional fishing poles, and I haven't gone fishing in a long time.
Oh, okay. Here we go. The PU is the butt plug.
Oh, okay. You didn't get that yet.
I didn't.
Did you send it back?
What?
Did you send it back?
Have I been to the? Have I had enough time to go down to the post office box? No.
He probably kept it.
Okay, so and besides, I won't be able to check it until tomorrow sometime. So there you go. And come on, he's from New York. It'll take 2 or 3 days for it to get.
It'll be powdery by the time it gets here, like the bagels.
Probably.
Sends them in the middle of summer.
doesn't package them right. That's all right. It was the thought that counted
during the COVID pandemic. When great idea, Johnny, but no.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wanted a full list of all the stupid Ronco products.
Oh yeah, I remember them. Why do I want to think of thrifty drugstores when I think of Ronco products?
I think no idea.
I think they sold them there. I think that's where they first started selling them, when they went out as seen on TV.
I have no idea, Henry. Anyway, the Raw, you're on the air.
Hey,
Johnny!
Johnny! Oh, he can't hear me.
Don't knock the bagels. They have tight holes.
The bagel, okay, yeah.
But they were powdery.
On a lonely night, they could be quite warming.
Oh, especially after 4 or 5 seconds in the microwave. You betcha.
You've been there, huh? You dirty dog, you.
3 minutes in the bagel toaster. You're done.
The Ronco bagel toaster.
Oh, that's right. I can't hear him.
Yeah, yeah.
Make sure it's a Ronco bagel toaster.
Hi, Henry.
He says hi.
So
I got your PU number. I don't have your PO number, but I know your PU number.
PU number. 22014, Bullhead City, Arizona 86442. I expect you to send us something. His birthday is tomorrow.
It is.
He's turning.
Well, I don't know.
See, he could.
10-4. I'll be 23 years old tomorrow.
What do you mean you don't know how to send something to a PO box?
This is what drugs do to you. I'll be 23 tomorrow.
Oh, no, it's not going to get there tomorrow. But it's a
I heard
count.
I heard the horse and needles is sick. The post office is a little slow.
Well, that's needles.
Yeah, Kevin Costner, the postman.
The same thing. I try to send things. It takes 3 weeks.
Not to Bullhead City. In the needles, yes, absolutely, but not Bullhead City. Yeah, PO Box
from to the studio.
Bullhead City, Arizona 86442.
Can you take 2 calls at once? At least?
No, I can't take 2 calls. Sorry.
Where's Chucky? I hadn't heard him in a while.
You know what? Right on this side, right down here, Miss Rob. Miss Rob, can we put a PO box right here?
In a bagel hole.
I could. Let me.
That would be great.
Let me work on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I can work.
Tell Johnny what you're going to do.
Yeah. He's working on a bagel.
He's working on a bagel. Well, the thing is, he didn't know what a fleshlight was.
Well, they got a nice hole in them.
And he tried to type it into his phone. His phone kept trying to autocorrect a flashlight.
It did get autocorrected.
And,
what he was doing was ordering one.
Oh,
he was like, I don't know.
Was that what it was? Okay.
He was ordering it.
Now I ordered a damn flashlight.
he was ordering one. Okay, not a problem.
Yeah. He's got 2 coming before his birthday.
Just hope you use the express delivery option.
Make sure they're old and extra old editions.
Alexa.
Don't start yelling that out.
Her name is Siri.
People who listen to this on their
Alexa will
their Alexas will start
activating.
Alexa, stop.
Alexa, order me a fleshlight. You better buy stock of fleshlights.
Use a credit card on file. Johnny.
That is so mean because I'll be watching YouTube shorts. And somebody
look at it came on. Like it came on.
Yeah. But somebody will scream out, Alexa or whatever, and then say play XYZ, and my damn thing will do it every single time. And I've got to yell, Alexa, shut up, or Alexa, stop, or Alexa, stop that fucking shit. Whatever.
Does she ever talk back to you?
Yeah, she does.
Is Alexa your comfort animal?
Is Alexa my comfort animal? No. Alexa is my tormentor. Alexa is my tormentor. It really is. She just said, sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
I got a new phone. And it's wild because you know how Apple has something called Siri?
Mm-hmm.
And now with this new technology, you can now make Siri sound like you. So And you have to go through this whole thing where you have to read like 150 sentences to Siri, and they'll figure out what your voice sounds like, and then they can make Siri's voice your voice. That's kind of weird, right?
Well, you should program to sound like Trump. You just start recording his speeches and feeding it in there.
That's just the weird thing, because like, do you want Siri to sound like you? You want it to sound like somebody else? You don't want to hear yourself talk.
There you go. Well, Johnny, we've got to go. It's top of the hour. Matter of fact, it's 5 minutes past the top of the hour. You keep calling right at the end of these hours, and
you got to go get some coffee at the Circle K. You got 2 more hours.
I'm not. We have 1 more hour. We have 1 more hour.
1 more hour, Johnny.
The coffee shop says they'll give you coffee for free.
No, they will not give me coffee for free.
We'll go down and say Johnny said so.
I'm calling them right now.
You get on with it, Rezzo. All right, Johnny, thanks for your call, man.
Bye, Johnny.
Love you. And we will be right back on the Raw. Time Call Taxi is here for all your transportation needs, whether it's a ride to work, the store, or anywhere. Time Call Taxi is here for you. Call 928-763-1010, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Going out to paint the town red? Call Time Call Taxi and get to and from your fun in a timely and safe manner. Call Time Call Taxi, 763-1010. That's 763-1010.
Learn how to defend yourself and your loved one. Kingman Force on Force. Krav Maga. Empty hands. Edge weapons. Firearms training. Train like law enforcement with our virtual range simulator. AZCCW classes. Free gun safety classes. Our instructors are AZDPS licensed, NRA certified, and former Combat Special Forces. 3001 Stockton Hill Road, Kingman, Arizona. www.kingmanforceonforce.com.
I'm Rob Hansen.
And I'm Henry Longbreak, along with Tundra.
And KTOX 1340 AM, we are pleased to support the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation.
The Mojave County K-9 Foundation teams with the Mojave County Sheriff Department to keep our county safer. It increases deputy safety, and the dogs are highly visible deterrents against robberies, burglaries, and drug dealing.
K-9s can save time clearing buildings. It takes less than the quarter of the time that it would take a deputy on his own.
K-9s can track juvenile runaways, missing elderly persons, fleeing suspects, and provide comfort to traumatized victims.
For more information about the Mojave County Sheriff's K-9 Foundation, or you'd like to make a tax-deductible donation or host a fundraising event that includes a K-9 demonstration, call John Sancelli at 651-270-0920 or go online at www.mcsk9f.com.
The Mojave County Sheriff K-9 Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization.
Okay, this is the target house.
Yeah, but Jimmy, what about this here sticker?
What sticker?
Right here on the door. These premises protected by Southwest Alarm Service. 763-4331 and 753-2333.
That's just a sticker. One of these companies is going all over town giving these things out to everybody. Forget about it. If you're ever going to be any good in the burglar business, you're going to have to learn these things. Now, we're inside. You get the stuff down here, and I'll get the stuff upstairs. You know, cash, jewelry.
Jimmy, what time is it?
It's about 1 a.m. Why?
Because it looks like sun came up outside.
You in the house. You're completely surrounded. Come out with your hands in the air.
Just a sticker, huh, Jimmy?
Southwest Alarm Service. 753-2333 or 763-4331. Because real security is more than a yard sign or a sticker. Call Southwest Alarm Service today.
Southwest Alarm has the only 24-hour locally monitored central station.
The opinions voiced on The Raw are those of the hosts and the callers and not necessarily represent the views and opinions of KTOX and Ruben Broadcasting or its advertisers. The opinions should be considered as the ramblings of raving lunatics.
You're listening to The Raw with Henry and Miss Raw, brought to you by Pirate Web Radio Productions, Ruben Broadcasting, along with KTOX 1340 AM and 92.9 FM, the Tri-State's undisputed talk leader.
We the people, and all we do, reserve the right to scream, fuck you! Wear your mask, take your pills, now a whole generation's mentally ill. Man, fuck Fauci. But COVID's near, it's coming to town. We gotta act quick, shut our borders down. Joe Biden does, the media embraces. Big Doc does it and they call him racist. We the people. Let's go round and we the people. Let's go round and we the people.
And welcome back. It is The Raw. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Miss Dan Hansen. Of course, over here on the right, or to the right of me, is Henry Longbreak. Of course, he's guarding the sacred phone number, 928-476-0331. Right there. We are in the third hour.
The third hour?
The third hour. You got to hold those two together. This is more commonly known as 2 in the pink and 1 in the stink hour. So,
Johnny!
Anything goes. So, are you ready for the 4th tomorrow, Henry?
The 4th. 10-4. 10-4.
Are you ready? Because at 2:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, FEMA will
emergency alert thing.
Will give you a test emergency alert on every
cell
phone, TV, radio, and everything.
They're going to wish me a happy birthday.
They're going to wish you a happy birthday tomorrow. Absolutely.
That's right.
And, by telling us, which Walmart to report to is our temporary FEMA camp.
Yep.
That has to have been the worst fucking conspiracy theory that I've ever heard. Yeah, they're going to turn Walmarts into concentration camps. Really? What are they going to do with the rest of the Walmart?
Yeah. What about the boxcars here at the railroad yard here? Don't we load up in there?
It was hilarious. There were trainloads and trainloads and trainloads. I was doing the morning show, the morning meltdown with Frank and myself, and somebody called up, and was one of the Walmart FEMA camp conspiracy theorists. Yeah, all those cars you see running around with the sides, with the open sides on them, where you can kind of see through them. They're going to load us up all in those.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what? I don't understand. Oh, let me send you pictures. He sent me a picture. All I said, and I got back, got the picture later. I said, that has got to be even stupider than the Walmart FEMA camp theory.
So when I called you up and told you that,
that was a car carrier.
I know,
on its way out from LA back east, or up towards Chicago-ish. But those were car carriers. They weren't people movers.
Right.
You put people in there, and they're gonna. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, folks.
Yeah, a lot of them they pick up off the ports, and a lot of those are like BMWs, Mercedes.
BMWs, Mercedes, but these were empty. These were heading back to the Detroit area.
Okay.
They were, because I've seen
a lot of BMWs, Mercedes come through Needles here.
a lot of BMWs, Mercedes, but these were empty. These were heading back to the Detroit area. Okay. They were, they were,
They were.
you know, they
Because I've seen a lot of BMWs, Mercedes come through Needles here.
of course, we're Los Angeles is a huge port.
Correct.
Where does Santa Fe pick up? Right there in Alameda. Okay,
Yeah.
so whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Big fat hairy deal. We also see a lot of military equipment.
Yeah,
heading
all
back
the
and forth.
time. All the time.
Why is that?
Well,
the
the military,
NTC is out in that area.
well,
The
military
National Training Center.
and also the military constantly has military equipment on trains.
Yes. However, they also transport units equipment by
Yes.
train heading to the NTC. There is a huge marine depot just out there too. They're constantly getting equipment in and shipping equipment out.
Correct.
Yes, you're going to see these things, and it's constant within peace or war. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So yeah, I love it because our local freakazoids go all nuts. They're coming to lock us down. They're coming to lock us down. Well, FEMA's I'm going to turn off my cell phone because I don't want FEMA to know that who cares? It's an emergency alert. This is something that they're supposed to do. This is actually a good thing.
The song of "They're Coming to Take Me Away," haha! They're coming, come and take me away, please.
Well, the thing is, it's something that they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It has been mandated by Congress, okay, as part of the charter of the National Broadcasting.
Yeah.
Of the FCC. I'm sorry, the FCC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that there will be periodic tests of an emergency system to contact people in case of an emergency.
So this is going to be over the radio tomorrow. Then
this will be on the radio. This will be on the TV. This will be on your phone. This will be on anything that is capable of receiving and decoding a emergency alert.
Oh, our phones are going to be going off, aren't they?
Everybody's phone is going to be going off. Everybody's TV is going to be going off. Everybody's radio is going to be going off. And it'll happen, and it'll either work or it won't work.
What'd you say, 2:30 tomorrow?
Yes, 2:30 Eastern time.
Oh, Eastern.
Yes, Eastern.
So it's going to be 11:30 here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it'll be 11:30 here. So tomorrow morning, expect a phone call from your friendly government.
Yeah.
Telling you if this was an actual emergency, we'd tell you to stick your head between your knees and kiss your ass goodbye.
And that's it.
Yeah. But since FEMA is in control of the emergency broadcast system, they're the ones that do the test at the direction of the FCC and Congress. So,
and you're absolutely right. It is a good thing. It is a good thing because if there's
no. The conspiracy theorists, think this is they. I swear to God, there was a run on aluminum foil at Walmart tonight.
Oh my gosh!
We'll wrap everything up in aluminum foil. So the thing is, one of the theories is if you have an device that actually accepts the emergency alert.
Mm-hmm.
They will know that you got it, and that information will be transmitted back to them, where they will have a fix on your location. They can come get you.
They're coming to take you away.
Do you understand the data backlash that would cause if that were to happen?
Oh yeah,
that would be. Oh my God, their servers would crash. Our servers would crash. Everything would crash, and it would be a fucking nightmare. But no, I've been enjoying watching the people, the sheeple panic over this.
Right. Like you said, the sheeple.
These are the same people that think chemtrails are real.
Yeah,
I love Art Bell. He was a great radio personality.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I will never forgive him for is him starting the chemtrail conspiracy theory.
Gotcha.
He did that back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
drove me absolutely
my brother Mike, where he stays when he goes to Orange County,
Mhm.
his friend that he stays with is a chemtrail nut. He is a nut about it. He's always talk. If he sees something in the sky, he calls his girlfriend up. Did you see the chemtrails out there? Did you
Get
see
inside,
Get
chemtrail,
inside.
chemtrail. Get your
Yeah.
gas mask on.
Get inside.
Protective covering. Make sure you wash down the
inside.
dog.
You're gonna die quicker of stressing over stuff like that than you are the actual chemtrails.
Well,
if there is any.
Yeah, the thing is, there's a whole theory of being the government being able to control weather at will. I don't buy that either. Because if that were true, then they would be modifying our weather to be optimal.
Yeah.
Because the government's like that. The government's like that. I honestly don't think they would want to cause us harm.
Yeah.
But the and then of course the other ones that really drive me up a fucking wall. I mean, absolutely up a fucking wall. I have I'm getting messages over this one. Chuck says, I heard Jay from Seattle. Was that Jay's? Yes, it was. I'm sending K-Tox hamsters. They're not to be used as sex toys. Yes, no felching. Okay. Don't send us hamsters. Good God. Yeah, make sure you remind Billy. Okay, I'm not sure what that is.
No gerbils.
Yeah. No felching. No felching. Hamster jamming. Okay, that's called felching. Why? You go ahead. Ask me why I know this.
No, I'm not even going there.
Go ahead. Go right ahead. It's perfectly fine. The story isn't gross or anything else. Why is it called felching?
I'm fine. I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
I really don't give a shit.
You don't want to learn about felching, huh?
No, not really.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Not interested.
Actually, the way I know about it, I'm going to tell it to you anyway, was
I knew you would.
An actual newscaster on a radio station was handed this news story. And in his serious newscasting voice, started reading the story as something real, and about two-thirds of the way through it,
he caught on.
Finally caught on. Was using the proper name of felching. So that's stuck in my mind forever, and it's been just absolutely fucking hilarious. If I could find that audio, I'd play that. Oh man. Yes. Billy's sleeping right now. Do the warm water on oh Jesus Christ. Johnny, you are so...
What did he say? Do the warm water, put his hand in warm water?
Yeah. Do the warm water. Yeah. Yes, that's awful. I'd rather do the open palm shaving cream trick. At least that's more visually entertaining.
You know what we used to do when someone would pass out? I did a lot of partying. We would get a permanent marker, and we would put tattoos on them with a permanent marker all over their body.
I'm sure. How many dicks have you had drawn on your forehead?
Is it still there? I thought I washed it off. No, actually, I was able to stay awake. I don't know how. And coherent.
Okay.
And coherent. I was not one of the ones that would really pass out. I would OD and then come back out of it with people panicking over me.
Well, yeah.
And I'd just say, what? No, I didn't. No, I did. You stop breathing. I did not stop breathing. No, I'm fine. And then get up and do it all over again.
Then get up and do it all over again.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you just hadn't practiced hard enough. That's all.
Well, it's sanity at its finest. But
yeah, make sure you do more than drugs. Make sure you do more.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you whether it's on Facebook or Rumble or whatever, click that thumbs up like button. Smash that bitch. Let's know that you're enjoying this, and comment, and call 928-476-0331, and then email us, or you can email us at theraw247@gmail.com. That you can do too, as well as, oh God, what else? We've got a P.O. box.
Birthday present and the P.O. box.
Well, got to have a birthday present in the P.O. box at 22014, Bullhead City, Arizona, 86442. Yeah, P.O. box 22014. I still haven't typed out that lower banner thing.
Yeah, good idea though.
Yeah, it actually is a great one.
Yeah.
Let's see. WRITE, write us or send us a letter. How about this? Send us a letter. Send
us money.
Well, we want that anyway. It might help if I learned how to spell send. SEND. Send us your letters and packages. Oh, God grief. PACKAGES. Yes, it is.
Make sure you clarify what packages are sending.
To the raw. P.O. Box 22014, Bullhead City, comma AZ 86442. Let's read that. Yeah, that works. Cool. How do I save this? There we go. There. Boom. Send us your letters and packages to the raw. P.O. Box. See, I totally misspelled it.
P.O. Box.
Yeah.
You balked on that one.
No, yeah, I fucked that one up. P.O. There we go. Try the X. Well, the thing is, the C is right next to the X, so that's an understandable mistake. There we go. Send us your letters and packages to the raw. P.O. Box 22014, Bullhead City, Arizona 86442. There we go. Isn't that wonderful? Now people can see that. All they had, what was their P.O. Box was? And then they could go back and reference this show, find it at 27 after the hour, and be able to see this. So there you go.
But you can't put it on our screen, so it's there all the time. Like right there.
Whoops. What's that?
Okay, take it down. And you see our names are up there. There, right there.
Yeah, I want our names up there.
Now, can you put it on the other side, like right there?
No, I can't.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I can't.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
It's just, but this is...
You can't put it up there next to the phone number.
I could put it up there, but, I've got limited amount of space.
Gotcha.
I can play with.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but, this...
No, I was just trying to think of something to put up there all the time.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
It's not going to happen. Oh, that's...
Don't leave out the PU box. That's what we call the hot box. Jesus.
That must be Johnny.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Anyway. Oh my goodness gracious me. So also the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. This Sunday on the Miss Rob Hanson radio program, I will be taking some time out and playing the last radio interview that I've had with my mother. She developed a very virulent form of breast cancer known as oh crap, I can't remember the name off it was nasty. It was the nastiest form of breast cancer you get. It's fast, it's fast acting, and unfortunately it's undetectable until
it's
stage
too late.
3B. Almost too late. Almost too
Right.
late. Now, mind you, when she was diagnosed with it, she was diagnosed at stage 4
Mm-hmm.
of this. And through finally getting the proper treatment, she was able they were able to arrest the cancer. She was in full remission when she died. What killed her, what ended her life was the cancer medications themselves.
Gotcha.
Just destroyed her immune system, destroyed
Gotcha.
it,
Yes.
destroyed this, destroyed that,
Yes.
and that is what ended up killing her in the end. And way too long. Anyway, Chuck, I heard a story about an EV that caught fire aboard a ship that was transporting from Germany to the U.S.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I've heard about that too.
Send us your letters and packages to the Raw P.O. Box 220. All live answers must be sent, or sent must be well oiled.
Oh,
Johnny, you suck.
Don't forget to trim the nails.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, Johnny, I'm about to introduce you to something else. You keep pissing me off like this. October is also a special month for those that are into BDSM.
To
Do you
what?
understand? October is also a special month for those people who are into BDSM. Bondage, discipline, and sadomasochism.
Okay.
You
I'll support the breast cancer awareness.
You'll support the breast cancer awareness.
Well,
but,
it's close to my heart too, because my mom had it, my wife had it, my sister passed away in 1970 of it. So
well,
it's
my aunt passed away from it. My mother, of course, had it, and then ended up passing away from when I was born. That's one of the reasons I'm very concerned about that within myself is
correct.
The hormones I take, and,
Correct.
leave me extra susceptible to
yes
breast cancer. However, it seems to skip a generation with our family, which is I could be okay, I could not be okay. It doesn't matter. It's a crapshoot anyway.
Sure.
But was it in August? I had doctor's appointment after doctor's appointment after doctor's appointment. You remember this?
Yes.
And part of that was making sure I had health screenings for various types of cancer going on, and finally cleared. Everything came back okay. I'm fine.
You can't beat that one.
No, you can't. And it was a big weight off my shoulders. Okay.
Oh yeah,
it really was, because for a little while there, they were thinking that I was starting to develop prostate cancer. That's a killer too.
Correct.
And here's the nice thing. Now, I don't recommend people go on female hormones if you don't really need it. Okay. But let me tell you what shrunk my prostate to nearly nothing.
Female hormones.
What's that?
Female hormone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I don't have to worry about an enlarged prostate any longer. That's just one of the side effects, benefits / whatever of that particular thing. But, of course, it doesn't interest you that much. It doesn't interest a lot of people that much, but it is what it is. But it's all related to health. And yeah, this Sunday, make sure to listen, because I play it every year during October for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And yeah, I cry. Yeah, I moan. I complain. But I do it because it is a promise. It's a promise I made to my mother to make sure that people stay aware of inflammatory breast cancer.
Absolutely.
And breast cancer, period. She was one of those who would she'd stop and talk to strangers about it. Okay. And do I say it's embarrassing? No, it wasn't. It was necessary. It was damn necessary. She would carry around packets of information in her purse and hand it to people. That's how much of an advocate she was for women's health and breast cancer awareness. She'd boom, hey, here's that, and it was that important. So I've as long as I'm on the air, I'm going to continue to do that for her, just once a year. And like I said, it's hard for me to hear my mother's voice all the time. It's incredibly difficult for me, but it's also necessary.
Yep.
And what do I hear in the background there, Henry? Is the TV going on, or
this is the air conditioner. It's been on the whole time.
I'm hearing voices in the background. Yeah.
No, there's nothing there.
Well, okay. Oh.
Where is the air conditioner?
Yeah, I was hearing voices, or maybe I've finally gone around the bend. How about that?
Nope, I turned the air conditioner off. Did it stop?
That must have been it. The air conditioner must have been talking to me. So if it gets too
I
hot,
actually didn't need it. I have my window open, and it's getting kind of cold. It's 72 degrees in here.
The thing is, it's been really nice at night.
I've been sleeping with my windows open in my bedroom.
Oh yeah,
or in my den, either wherever I sleep, or the windows wide open. Anytime I can have the windows open, I will open them. If it's especially now 60 degrees at night.
Johnny. Is a transition transition to prostate like a G spot? Can it still be milked? I refuse to answer that question. Johnny, that there are appropriate questions and there are inappropriate questions. I label that one as completely inappropriate.
Yeah.
And going beyond even though this is the Raw,
but you did put the fleshlight out there.
Well, of course, because for some reason it wasn't that bad. Okay.
Oh, okay, Johnny. So that wasn't that bad what you just said.
Well, no, what he said was inappropriate. He's actually talking about sticking a finger at my butt.
I knew what he was talking about. Yeah, to hit your G spot to make you feel
good.
That's
right. He says a guy has to try.
Yeah. Well, I can't say. What's say?
That was just he just blew kisses to me.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So that's all right. Johnny's mostly harmless.
Well, especially since he's in Staten Island.
Like I said, he's mostly harmless.
Yeah. Depends on what he sends us in the mail.
Yeah. Well, you can always do that. Just follow Johnny's directions, but just the first part of it. Send all your letters and packages to the Raw. P.O. Box 22014, Ball Hills, Arizona 86442. And forget about the hamsters, because you do not send live animals through the mail. Period.
And if you do, make sure the nails are trimmed.
He says, I was never charged with those sex crimes in Phoenix, Henry.
Now you will be.
And what sex crimes were those, Johnny? We want them by act and category. Anyway, actually, maybe not. Maybe we don't.
Well, it is Maricopa County, so
yeah,
it'd be hard to find it down to just one certain crime.
Yeah,
there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on there.
Yeah, well, like I said, this month is not only about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's also a month that certain segments of the BDSM community celebrate.
Okay.
So something I think maybe you should take up, Henry.
Oh, I'm good. I'll support I'll support the breast cancer awareness.
Well, this is something you participate in. You don't need to. You need to support anything. It's something that you should consider, doing for yourself. Laying down with more than 5 naked men in a single bed. I don't think that's a sex crime.
I'm good. Okay, the only naked man I sleep with is Dylan.
Who knew it was a crime? It's not a crime. They didn't even care about the donkey as long as it wasn't in the bathtub.
They can't do it in the bathtub? Can't put a donkey in the bathtub? What if it's dirty? You got to wash it.
I don't know. There is an actual Arizona law that you cannot put a donkey in the bathtub.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Well, probably because they'd break their leg.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of them in Oatman. Okay, what did I miss you laughing about?
Johnny's killing me. No, I've shared everything Johnny's decided to post.
Okay.
I mean, at least he's not calling on the phone saying this nonsense.
He could.
He could.
This is the raw.
I should dare him to call into the afternoon drive-by tomorrow and talk about all this stuff.
Yeah, he should.
Go ahead, Johnny. Call in the afternoon drive-by.
Don't get them excited.
And pester Michael with all this stuff. He might
don't get them excited.
He might get excited. He might say, "Oh, this is great. This is great." When can we expect our live hamsters with their nails trimmed?
Well, you could definitely find out who's in the closet and who came out.
Not a crime. You can't lay down with less than one naked person in a single bed and needles without getting handcuffs. Yes, you can.
I got plenty of handcuffs here.
Nobody's good. Well, that's just more BDSM. That's more bondage for you, man.
I got ones. I got ones with pink fur around them too.
Why?
Because I can.
Okay. The question begs: have you used them? Okay. Statute of limitations hasn't run out on that one. Okay, gotcha. So why admit that you actually have them then? Come on, you brought it up. You got.
Do you want me to go get them and bring them out here and I'll show them?
I no. The question begs: why do you have them in the first place?
I don't know. I probably bought them at a garage sale.
Probably won them at a garage sale.
See, now a lot of my handcuffs, I'm a collector of police equipment, have been bought at garage sales, and I buy them pretty reasonable. And I got a lot of handcuffs, a lot of handcuff keys, and the actual ones that have the pink fur on them are novelty ones. They're not even real handcuffs.
All right, Baltimore, Maryland, there's an active shooter gunning down innocent students at a historically black college in far-left Baltimore. The Associated Press reported multiple people were shot at Morgan State University in Baltimore tonight.
Oh, no.
Baltimore police said on Twitter that people need to shelter in place and avoid the Morgan State campus at this time.
Absolutely.
Several individuals reportedly shot inside the food hall, with as many as 6 people injured. Police indicate that there may be more than one gunman. Shots were fired from an upper dorm window. The university is currently on lockdown. Special agents are responding to assist the Baltimore police partners at the scene of the active shooting situation at 1700 block of Argonne Drive. Please avoid the area. Those nearby should shelter in place. Updates: the Baltimore police say it's no longer an active shooter situation, and a briefing is scheduled to begin soon.
Good. I'm glad it's not an active shooter situation anymore.
Anyway, the police are looking for 3 shooters who remain at large. Fox News just got pranked live on air by a person pretending to be at the scene.
Some sick mother.
The student absolutely roasted them by claiming he and his friends watched Tucker every Tuesday night. and he's better off without Fox News. Good on them.
Well, that's
But
something you don't do.
oh, what?
If there's an active shooter and there's something going on,
I understand that, but you gotta look at the humorous side of it, which I find absolutely humorous at this point.
okay, I don't.
It's like, yeah, go ahead and fuck with the mainstream media. Go ahead and do that. But as long as we're on there, we'll have. Oh, by the way, in the coming days and weeks and months ahead of us, however long it takes to find a Speaker of the House, I will be here live.
We will.
I will. Now you don't have to be if you don't want to, Henry, because I know you.
Oh no, I will.
Extremely boring, but we'll be here live. We'll be streaming the entirety of what's going on hour by hour by hour by hour by hour, and until there is a new Speaker of the House, just like we did with Kevin McCarthy.
Till we get Carrie Lake in,
or Trump.
Yeah,
I'm going to submit your name.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about telling him I'd be willing to, but
Henry Longbreak's already an elected leader. He's in Needles, California, which is a bastion of conservatism. He would be the way to go. Now, the only problem is, would you allow Tundra to be on the floor while he's speaker?
They have no choice.
They do.
No,
Henry,
they don't.
Because yes, Henry. Listen to me.
Okay.
Congress, by law, is immune from the laws they pass.
You're right. You're right, but I'd be Speaker of the House, so I can tell them what I want.
Congress, by law, is immune from the laws.
Okay, if you're not letting me have Tundra, then
yeah. So,
and I'm bringing Dylan too to run around.
They would not have to. Now, mind you, that would be a big black eye.
Oh yes, it would.
All you'd have to do is walk out and get on all the majors and say, "Hey, look, I'm Speaker of the House. I'm disabled. I have a dog that helps me around, and by Senate rules, and I am not allowed to have my service animal with me." And that'd
be a big black eye. Yeah.
That would be a huge black eye, and it would not be.
So elect me as Speaker of the House.
Elect you as Speaker of the House. So
now I will also bring Dylan in. Dylan likes to pee on Democrats, so Dylan is the boy dog.
Has he ever peed on a Democrat?
I won't confirm nor deny.
He won't confirm or deny that.
But he does. He does like lifting his leg.
Oh, we'll see. There you go. Anyway, so what the plan is when they start this election, I'll be watching voraciously for this, and
I'll probably be there, so I won't be on the Raw here. If they don't pick me, then I'll be on the Raw with Miss Raw.
Yeah. Well, and if not, like I said, you don't have to. I will for sure be doing the broadcasting,
and you'd be supporting me.
Yeah. Nice. But tomorrow I may have to race out of here for a little while in the afternoon for an appointment, but I will keep it going so you can continue to broadcast.
Okay. So, now, mind you, they're not coming back in until Tuesday. I heard that today.
So what? They're going to stay the rest of the week off?
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Wow.
That's what they said.
Holy shit.
Not until Tuesday. I mean, of course, they're going to take Monday off too.
Oh my God.
I know. It's utterly ridiculous. They should not be allowed to go home until something is done.
Well, they're sticking around, starting the political wrangling.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be Scalise, really. I really do.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's going to be my vote besides me.
Anyway, if you are an illegal alien and or an asylum seeker,
it'd be Speaker
Governor Kathy Hachel puts is making sure that you have a job available for you. Nice. Now, if you're an American citizen or a citizen of New York,
got
well,
shit
fuck
coming.
off. Yeah, you ain't got shit coming.
That must be Johnny. We're getting close to the end.
I don't know who this is.
Oh.
The Raw, you are on the air. Good evening.
Hey guys, how you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I wanted to call in because I've heard an interesting theory about just the whole speaker argument and what was Matt Gaetz' game plan. Because everyone thinks he's just throwing stuff against the wall and he has no game plan. The theory is, and it makes Matt Gaetz sound like a genius. The plan is to kind of hold up this speakership thing until it comes to the 45 days when the government runs out of money, thereby defunding the FBI. So then Matt doesn't have to worry about his pedophile ring getting busted and his trafficking of minors. And that's kind of why he's going to want Denny Hastert to come back as Speaker of the House again.
So
that way.
How do you know Matt Gaetz has a pedophile ring?
Well, the state of Florida has more than enough evidence showing that he likes to ship 16 and 17-year-olds across state lines. And even though in Kentucky it may be legal, which is quite sad and unfortunate that Kentucky thinks like 14 is legal. Yeah, I mean, let's face it, Matt's been banned from all Chuck E. Cheese's in the entire state of Florida at this point.
Okay.
So, again, Denny Hastert coming back. They're going to put him on his wheelchair. As soon as the FBI gets defunded, he'll pop back up and be dancing down the rows because he won't have to fake the injury. But this is supposedly the game plan. I think Matt's a genius. I think prison would not be kind to him, especially in the state of Florida. That is not a good place to be in prison. But mad props to the man. He has figured out a game plan. So I salute you, Matt Gaetz, and your awesomeness.
All right, man. Well, thanks for your call. Do appreciate it.
Have a good night, gentlemen.
Take care.
928-476-0331.
Interesting.
Now that I'll tell you what, this has been one wild night. That was the wildest fucking call I've ever heard in my entire life. Have you heard that one before, Henry?
Nope, haven't heard that one before.
That one hit me out of the left part.
Yeah.
I was like, Matt Gaetz, pedophile? Really? You sure about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just, I have nothing to say.
Go ahead, say it. It's the Rob.
Now, because all I'm going to do is just throw it over to the other party.
Okay,
and there's no reason to do that. No reason to sling mud on something we already know. And they all know too.
That was actually rather humorous. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
928-476-0331, 928-476-0331. That was a good comment.
And we got a P.O. box right down here.
No, we don't.
Right.
It's not up there.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
There.
Do you see it?
It's gone.
It's not there because I took
lost and gone forever.
Oh, not quite. Now it's
there. It is.
Send your letters and packages to the Raw P.O. Box 22014, Bullhead City, Arizona 86442. And no live animals.
No live animals.
Regardless of whether you lubed them up, or pre-lubed them, or clipped their fingernails.
And no fingernail clippings.
Animals.
No fingernail clippings either.
No underwear. If you're going to send money, make sure it's wrapped in $100 bills.
Mm-hmm.
If you by
That's
the way,
for prayer requests.
Well, no, I was getting ready to do that. If you are requesting a prayer request, we only charge a quarter, but make sure you wrap each individual quarter in a fresh, brand spanking new $100 bill. That is for your safety and ours. If you've ever dropped a quarter on your toe, you'll understand why we insist on doing that.
Yes.
Because these prayer requests can come in hard and heavy, and we don't want postmen's feet injured by these quarters, by these envelopes dropping on the floor.
That's right.
So, we're looking out for everybody's safety, yours, ours, and the post people. So, yeah.
And the quarter. We don't want to hurt the quarter either.
Oh, the hell with the quarter. Quarters are indestructible, man. Quarters are indestructible. You can't destroy a quarter. It's impossible.
Put it on a railroad track.
Derail a train. I mean, absolutely will derail a train. A quarter will derail a train. No, I'm kidding. It will not derail a train.
Yeah, I put them on railroad tracks before.
Quarters.
Yes.
Man, you must have been rich.
Not wrapped in $100 bill, though.
No, you must have been rich. The most we could afford to do is put pennies on railroad tracks.
Well, that's what I usually put. But I put pennies, dimes, nickels, and quarters. I wanted to see what they all look like.
Squished.
They all smashed. What's kind of neat on the quarter is it's the nickel clad, because it's got the nickel with copper and all that stuff with the different materials in it.
Yeah,
and it kind of squishes it out.
Yeah, no, pennies are much more fun. Pennies are much more fun because they really squish.
They really squish
very well, especially the old copper ones.
Yeah, and out of 10 that you'd put on there, you'd probably find 5.
It's kind of hard to find them because when they squish, they shoot out of there.
They do, and for 10 that I put down, I can usually find 5.
Yeah,
and you don't want to pick them up right away.
They're hot.
They're hot.
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, I would do that in San Clemente. San Clemente, there's a pier down there, and there's railroad tracks that run right alongside of it. And
we used to do that quite a lot in Wyoming.
You would hear it go click, click.
Oh yeah,
when it goes over it.
Ting! Especially if it ricocheted, because they do ricochet.
Keep your eye out of the way.
Mm-hmm. No, you lay them on the track and get the hell out of Dodge.
Get the hell out of there.
Get the hell out of Dodge, because a penny will kill you at 100 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
Or it'll hurt really bad, whichever. Especially when it's squished and flat
and hot.
It's called shrapnel.
Yeah, it was sticking you.
Believe me, trust me, shrapnel sucks.
Yeah,
it's not fun. I disrecommend it.
Yeah, that's not highly recommended by anybody.
Well, 10 out of 10 out of 10 servicemen disrecommend getting hit by shrapnel.
The Surgeon General does not recommend it either.
Well, actually, only 5 out of 10 doctors disrecommend it because, well, they're kind of stupid anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
5 out of 10.
Depends on what their political views are.
Precisely.
Yeah.
What school of medicine they graduated from?
Yeah, and when they come and ask you, they go, "What's your political affiliation?" Before they do any medical services to you, just say whatever yours is.
I prefer not to say. Then I prefer not to treat you.
Yeah. Well, anybody that would ask that would probably be a liberal. So just say I'm a liberal.
Anybody, or a staunch, rabid Republican.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. So just shut your mouth. Just
act like you pass out. There are professions where you should never know a person's political leanings.
One's a school teacher.
One's a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Medicine.
Right.
Preachers.
Right.
Even though a lot of sermons have been delivered have been political in nature. That's fine. That's the nature of the beast.
Correct.
That's that First Amendment thing. It gets in the way of everything.
Yeah.
You should never know. You really shouldn't know your bartender's political affiliations either.
Yeah, it could be a fight.
Well, it could be a fight, or if he's a rabid something or another, and he knows you're a rabid something or another, you could end up having your drink poisoned,
or put eye drops in it.
I have no idea what that does.
It gives you the wicked shits.
Oh, does it? Well,
it does.
Laxative sounds like a plan.
That's exactly what it is. That's what the barmaids do when clients stiff them. One drop's all it takes too.
One drop of
an eye. It wicked shits.
Well, anyway, Henry, we're at the top of the hour, man. We've got 40 seconds left before we are out of here and gone. Now, make sure you stay tuned. Like I said, we will be coming live with all of the hunt for the new Speaker of the House. And are you sure they said that they are going to be out of it?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know if
Now-
they can do that or not.
Now, also, don't forget tomorrow, 11:30 Pacific Standard Time. The alert's going to come out.
Oh yeah, fuck that. Who cares? It'll bleep on my phone once. I'll hit OK and I'll forget about it ever happened.
Bleep.
Yeah, that's it.
This is emergency broadcasting system.
No, this will be. Thank you. Goodbye. You ignore this.
Thank you. Go to Walmart.
If you can read this, our test was successful and we're okay. Yeah, go to Walmart.
Go get on the boxcars at your local railroad station.
Yeah, that's it. Anyway, go out there and make the world a better place. We will see you when we see you I'm going to imagine pretty soon. I'm going to say sooner than next Tuesday.
I'll take my computer with me when I go out of town tomorrow or Thursday.
You can do that.
Yeah,
all right. Go out there and make the world a better place. We love you. Bye.
Just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen. Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Avast, ye scallywags, is another pirate production.